Lessons flow, Lord.
Almighty.
Lessons flow. Hey, oh, Tasha.
G-O-D.
Don't get me
See,
started. Hey, look, man.
No,
Hey, man, look, I'll start talking tongues out this motherfucker.
Goddamn said no, y'all.
Y'all better not start with the tongues and shit. Don't do that.
Hey, look, man.
Don't do
Hey, I love how I'm sitting here talking about how I'm about to start talking in tongues with a bug.
Nigga, you better not. One of you niggas start speaking in tongues.
He's saying,
Ooh, it sounds like we're live. I'm hearing echoes. Liam, are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to put you on the spot. Are
No,
we every...
you're good. We are live on YouTube and Facebook.
Awesome. Awesome. And as has been our tradition, I think I need to mute everybody. Somebody got mute. Yeah. As has been our tradition for the past several weeks, we begin our live stream with me asking whether we are live. So thank you, Liam. Y'all can gradually unmute yourselves while I introduce the show. So welcome YouTube and Facebook and everybody to Stand Up Comedy Sundays' special pandemic production, Sucks to Be Quarantined. We are Sucks, we're Stand Up Comedy Sundays. Actually, the crew that produces the show is called Friends of the Room, but you don't have to worry about that. What you have to do is laugh. We are here to ruin your pandemic blues. I am Kat Mosley, and I'm the senior member of Friends of the Room. And on screen here, we have so many good friends. I'll begin with another crew member here, Liam Paris, holding it down, making sure that we come to you on multiple platforms. We like to, Liam, what are you? You're Stockholm, right? That's your thing.
I'm living in the bunker.
Yep. Liam's our secret weapon. Liam's the mastermind. Our next crew member that I will go to is David Feinberg. You've seen him out there all over Facebook, sending out the messages. How you doing, Feinberg?
I can't complain so far. I'm standing up and I'm a little bit sweaty. So let's do this.
I couldn't help but notice that there was no crack in your knuckles, little homie. You go get some tension in them knuckles. Now you go get you a crack in them knuckles by July. All right, that was David Feinberg, everybody. Our next team member I'm gonna introduce you to is the young man whose body is inhabited by, like said, old televangelist something. Frank Nevlet, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, how are you, Kat? Yeah.
Great to see you. I can see you're excited to be here.
Yeah, all these beautiful faces, man. Except Betty.
Oh,
no. No, I love Betty. I love Betty. I love Betty, and I hate Jared Little. That's how we'll start this off.
I know Jared Little is an abhorrent being, isn't he? Okay, so our next team member is our latest captive. I don't think I see him here. Where's SB? So I think SB is watching the show and isn't in the Zoom right now. You'll be seeing SB in the second half. And then we have some more people. So we have kind of our house team here. I will begin with the Queen, Latisse. She has been with us for several weeks. Oh no, we got to unmute you. Hold up, let the folks hear your voice. Wait a minute. Hey.
I got it. You said Queen. Here I am.
Yes. How you doing?
To see all of you beautiful people tonight.
I know.
I'm doing very well. I'm still in the bunker as well, Liam. So we solidarity, team solidarity.
If I turned my camera to the left, you'd actually see Latisse right now. We're
you weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Sorry.
Why you let that white man get the better half of the bunker? His side of the bunker got a window.
Latisse went and got herself a wife.
Trying to figure out who kidnapped whom. That's what I'm working on between Latisse and Lee.
Mutual.
It was mutual. Just about, see, great minds. See, I'm already.
A mutual kidnapping is called a marriage.
Zing!
Power couple.
Wow, Frank.
That's a depressing, like, popsicle stick.
I just heard popsicle stick, and that brings me to another house team member. Y'all welcome to the room, Brandon T. Gorin.
Yeah.
Dear friend of SUCS, the live room. You've probably also seen Brandon at the Raven Lounge, another hot mic. Back, Raul, you remember when we had rooms?
Oh, remember places?
Another room. Yeah.
People?
Yeah. Brandon was showing us his sex book earlier. Maybe we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
celery.
asparagus.
How
did
I miss that?
Yeah, there was asparagus.
Most of us are missing sex right now.
Yeah. Y'all need to broaden y'all horizons, eat veggies before your sex.
Y'all need to go ahead and get kidnapped if you want some sex right now. I'm telling you.
I know. I'm still sitting in my jealousy toward Liam and Latisse. I really have feelings about
There's
y'all's
also
connection.
lots of sex in the Bible, you guys. If you read that.
I heard they be doing it.
It's a whole lot of that in there.
They be doing
Yeah.
A lot of penetrating in the Bible.
I'm gonna just sing everything tonight, by the way.
In the Bible.
In the Bible.
The Bible is the perfect book to be stranded with. If it's like you can only have one book, because it's porn, it's poetry, it's life advice, it's warning signs, it's the law. It's all that in it. It's just all encompassing, son. Give me that.
Like a driver's manual. It's amazing.
Yeah. Plus, they be doing it.
If you're
in the Bible. They be doing it. Okay, thank you.
Wait, I love how Cat was just in between baritone and tenor.
I know, you got to.
I was like, where you at, sis?
Yo, in acapella, I used to sing bass, homie.
That's
hard. She's got the what is that? The soprano? Who got the alto? Who's gonna take alto?
I got alto.
Cecily, you got alto? Who got alto?
I don't sing anymore.
Cecily, like I got congregation.
Oh, Cecily, so fucking sad, dude. What I don't sing. There's no reason to sing anymore.
And let's go right to her, bringing that sadness to you and your weak jokes. We have a resident heckler, Cecily Alexandria. How you doing,
Hey, good.
Yeah.
I'll also be in the Facebook Live later. So
awesome. I'm enjoying your estate furniture, as you know, and I love seeing that your house has bricks in it. It is.
That was on Antique Roadshow.
And then moving right along, we love her. She's been here with us since the beginning. The very funny Betty Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Betty will also be here heckling, one of our resident hecklers in the room. Yeah.
What's
Keeping
that?
the laughs up.
Oh,
Yeah.
shucks.
And then another house team member, his audio is still connecting. We have Daryl Charles, who's like our resident press corps. Somebody say something crazy, he gonna let them know. How you doing, Daryl?
I'm fine.
We heard you
How
make
are you?
ribs again. Good.
Yeah, son. I did half Korean barbecue ribs and then half your Southern barbecue ribs. I
all
ate
pork
too
is
much
what you
this
just
evening.
said, right? All pork is
That
what you
was
said.
amazing.
Oh, pork. Yeah, I mean, Jesus's ribs.
Amen.
Yeah.
Jesus' ribs.
Nobody eating no beef ribs on a Sunday.
Lord has ribs for me.
Jesus is real.
Right, I do go to.
Jesus is real. Making it live for the Lord today.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Who's
so
making beef ribs on a Sunday?
Seeing everything tonight.
like here's the crazy
Goes
public
straight to
service
hell.
announcement. I haven't even gotten through all of the faces on the screen. So here's what I want to say to you, audience. Our PayPal is paypal.me/sucks@Fergie's. I'm going to tell you why that's important. What you're witnessing on this screen is work. You are witnessing art, you are witnessing dedication, you are witnessing attention to detail, and you are witnessing countless hours of preparation. So if you've been enjoying these shows, please understand that I've just introduced you to a house team that spends no less than 5 hours a week working on this show. I introduced you to a crew team that's a crew that spends no less than 10 hours a week just on screen, not counting countless hours of work that we do to prepare the show. And we have 4 new captives. Please welcome Manny Brown, Nak Bui, Jared Little, and Shaylin Forshee, who still don't know if they really want to be here all that much, but it's going to be that many people working to bring this production to you. I have a little bit of understanding about how corporations work, and you are witnessing one right here. You value corporations. Facebook is here. Amazon is here. Walmart is here. All these companies are here. Support comedy. These are human beings doing it, taking the pandemic, taking the disaster, and making art out of it. This is the revolution in the making. PayPal.me/sucks@Fergie's. If you need me to try to total the number of hours per week spent by these people on bringing this entertainment to you, I suppose I can, nigga, but can't you just believe me? They all here. Just give. You ordered pizza this week, ain't you? Just give. Just give. These folks deserve it. And you will see more about that right now. So we have some other funny people in the room, and I can't ignore the folks on screen. Alejandro's video. We have the very funny Alejandro Morales. We have the hilarious Erin Dahoney all the way from Atlanta, and all the way from the West Coast, we have Lexi Grace. So are y'all ready for this funny?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for these laughs?
Yeah.
I'm so excited about your first host tonight. I call him the cousin. He's known as the great hugger. Back when we had rooms, he was in all of them. Bringing the laughs, hurting people's feelings as necessary, raising white blood pressure. That's justice. Okay. Y'all, welcome to the stage, my cousin, the very funny Satoyo.
Yeah.
That stage, nigga. Did you hear that? Oh my God.
Well, hey, hello to everyone out there on the interwebs. Hi, my name is Satoyo. I'm going to be the host for the first half of Sucks to Be Quarantined. And again, give it up to the Sucks crew, all the hard work they put in and week out to give y'all live entertainment while you can't leave your goddamn house because this country doesn't believe in science and germs. So here we are once again to give you more joy and more laughter, because you need that right now. You actually do need that. This week was I actually had a great week of not being able to go outside and see the sun. What happened was, it was a very interesting week for me. I was chilling, minding my own business. I was just being by myself and enjoying the mode, doing that. I'd done a lot of cleaning, talked to mama a whole lot. She said I called her too late on Mother's Day, so she's been holding that against me, but I'm fine. I was having a great time. I go on to Twitter and Boosie Badass, the rapper, out of nowhere, dry snitches on himself and tells the entire goddamn world that he paid for grown women to get his preteen sons blowjobs at 12 and 13. And I said, Boosie just got his kids molested. That is crazy. That is wild. And so what I did from that, all I can do in that moment, because, you know, toxic masculinity is a thing and it's everywhere and it's whatever. At the same time, Boosie ain't the first man that has ever done this ever. So I did something that I'm known to do when I'm in a rage. I tweeted about that incident. Yes, I did. Tweeted. Put it on the Twitter. Because that's how you do feelings now. You can't confront people face to face, so you tweet about it. I tweeted about it, and unbeknownst to me, within 48 hours, I was featured in XXL magazine. Yes, I was. That's yes. Yeah. I'm going to brag about that. You goddamn right. Okay, I am going to brag about that. Okay, they have taken my career from me. I'm going to brag about a magazine publication. Okay, I will also want you guys to know that means I was in a rap magazine, niggas. I'm the hardest Nigerian out. There's never been a Nigerian further than me, bro. What? I'm the best one. Okay, 26 bars, all of it right here. I give you a poppin' freestyle about lotion etiquette. I'll give you that. That's what you need. You've always needed this. You've always needed that, okay? Even Double XL knew that. Listen, Double XL knew what a lot of you didn't, that you needed me. That's what they told you. Then also, I don't know if you guys saw Columbus, Ohio, where I'm from. They were in the news yesterday because they went out to the bars. There's a bar in Columbus, Ohio called Standard Hall, and it's an outdoor bar. And everyone was out there because they opened up the bars, and these motherfuckers was out here partying like it was 1999. And I want y'all to understand that there is a heavy burden that comes from being from Columbus, Ohio, that none of you will ever understand. You don't know what this is like to have to carry this type of shame. I'm watching these white people, mostly white people, and there's one nigga in the crowd because, he wants friendship. And I'm watching these people risk their lives, and all I'm thinking is, God, if you take all of them, that's just natural selection. It's not even. If you take all of them, it's not mean. It's not. If you go skydiving and your parachute fails, that's your fault. You put yourself in that position. You understand this? It's like look, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, Satoyo, that's a little evil. No. That is nature. It's different. It's a different thing. But yes, back in the old world, I used to hug a lot. I used to engage in a lot of hugging. I'm going to have to be much more selective with my hugging now, not because of the pandemic, but because I realized that too many people were just disrespectful with the hugging. I don't think I'm out here hugging just for my benefit. I was hugging for you. I was hugging to put some faith into your life when you just had nothing left. I wanted to sit there and say, hey, I care. I probably shouldn't, but I do. You see that? That was what I was trying to give to you. Now, if I could leave you with anything, because we have got a great show lined up for you. It's a fantastic, fantastic show. I'm drinking bourbon. You should be drinking something too, because there's no reason to be sober right now. You don't need to be sober. Why would you hurt yourself? I do want to leave you with this message right now. If you're at home and you live with someone and you're in a relationship and you want to break up, and you want to break up before the quarantine, you can still do it now. You can still get out. You can still get out of the quarantine because you're not going nowhere for a while. I hope it's set in that you're not going nowhere. So you have to make yourself go somewhere. You gotta be like my man Snake Plissken in Escape from New York. Remember that one? Remember? He had to escape, he had to get out, escape, and be free. But that is my message of uplifting you people during very, very tough times. But I am going to keep the show moving right along. We've got some very, very tremendous comedians coming up. The first comedian coming up, or the second, or the third, or the whatever of the first half. Please clap it up for one of my favorites. She is standing. Give it up for Betty Smithsonian.
Yeah. What's up, you guys? It's really good to see everybody and chat. And thank you, Satoyo and Kat and the whole room from putting this together. I'm trying some new things now that we've been in quarantine for 6 weeks. And part of what I'm trying to do is really use the whole space. You know what I mean? I want to really get from side to side. I want to see. Part of me, I did really want to do is like, Wait! I'm figuring it out. How about one of these? Woo! Flying! Oh! Camera tricks, huh? What do you think of that? This was in a humidor that my dad gave me. My dad gave me a humidor. Have you ever heard of
your cigars?
Have you heard anything whiter in your life? Gifted me, and this was the little humidity control. Okay, now I don't smoke anymore, but I used to, and I liked cigars. Does you like cigars? Do you guys smoke cigars?
No. Every once in a while.
Whose deep legal voice was that?
Carol Charles. You caught me right after.
Are you gonna represent me? Because I.
You want me to be your outgoing message on your voicemail?
I just.
Hello, you've reached Betty.
I'll say this: if I ever needed someone before a lawyer, I would want you to be the one to call and be like, we have a concerning issue with Betty. So I can't even. I need to show you guys my fiance is trying to sneak by.
Oh, yay.
I know. Carol, do that voice again. Do that voice again before she leaves.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Did she like stop what she was doing?
She did. She ran even further. Listen, I'm unemployed. And I wanted to show you guys this. It's mostly tokens, and they don't even take them anymore on SEPTA, okay? I'm fucked, guys. No matter paypal.me/sucks@Fergie's and hook these fucking people up. They're working hard. And what am I doing? I have a globe in my house.
Classic.
Okay, I really do want to use the whole space and kind of just like, you know. What? I hurt my back on that one. Okay, I'm gonna donate my time back to the. Wait a second. Wait, I just got really excited because I wanted to show you one thing that I've been practicing. Okay, one quick thing, and then I'll go, Kat. Okay, it's this. That's it. It's just a look back. Let me do it one more time. Ready? Okay, that's my time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Guys, Betty.
Wow.
Smithsonian, give it up for her. Give it up.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Tremendous stuff. It was great. That was rip roaring. It was passionate. Loved
Never
everything about it.
underestimate the power of peekaboo.
One of my favorite things about that whole performance was Betty said towards the end, she said, "I'm going to donate my time back to the room." And I was like, "No, you're not. I know you're not." I know you're not. You don't have to. Also, I do know. Here's why the pandemic has made us whole again. Is that during this she did peekaboo and we loved it. She also tried to shine spotlight on her partner, and she was like, "Bitch, don't put me in the middle of your side shit." That's love. Loved it. That was tremendous, guys. Give it up for Betty Smithsonian. We're gonna keep this great hilarity moving right along. Your next performer, one of my favorites that I've ever seen. My man, before the world ended, he had headlined the Apollo. Please give it up for Lamar Todd.
Yeah.
I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah. He out of breath. Shout out to BET Uncut.
Hi. Hey, what's going on, party people?
You need an inhaler after that.
Yeah, I should have saved that for the end.
His forehead's getting slowly shinier.
So today, earlier today, I was shooting some sketches over at the studio in Camden. And we wasn't the only ones shooting in Camden. There was people shooting up in Camden. There was people shooting in Camden. This pandemic shit ain't affect shit in Camden. Dice games still popping. Hookers still hooking.
Yeah.
They got masks on. So they real deceiving. Like, they still look kind of good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a mic. They look like regular citizens, you know what I'm saying? Like with the mask on, like they look like law-abiding citizens. Like it's like it's legal pussy, but you still got to pay for it.
gosh. Oh man. So I'm a teacher. I'm going back to my sets.
No.
Yeah, so these kids today are crazy, right? I told this kid in class today in the class. Yeah, we had class today. I had a kid in the class and I told him, I said, hey man, you're bad. I'm gonna put you in ISS. This is just today. We had class today. And he said, you're gonna put me in ISS. Yeah, ISS is like in school suspension. He said, okay, well, your mom. Yeah. And I said, okay, your mom. And he said, ooh, I'm telling my mom. And then like the whole class was like, ooh. And then he went and called his mom and his mom came up to the school, was like, who said they're gonna put my son in ISIS? I was like, yo, it's ISS. She was like, who? I was like, your son. She was like, your son. No, it's sweaty as shit in here. It's gonna get sweatier too when I get some pussy after this ride. I got pussy right in the room waiting. What? So look, you ever fuck
go ahead
like,
and help yourself,
while you drunk and shit and just say some crazy shit like, ooh, yeah, like you be like, yeah, girl, whose is this? And they be like, it's yours. Like, yeah, I know this is my pussy. Yeah, I'm gonna put your dick inside my pussy.
This is the craziest AA meeting I've ever been.
I'm detoxing right now.
Oh man.
Now, dude, someone get some fucking.
No, really, I just ran upstairs. I just came from the weed man to the store to the supermarket to get his wine, and then I had to run and get some Dutchies and then run upstairs to no air conditioning. I'm scared to put in the AC.
I'll help. I can help you.
You look pretty sturdy.
Wow. Daryl?
Saying no, just judging by the skin. This is like that's an air conditioner. Damn right, we can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sturdy lady. That's not a diss.
Right. That's a compliment. Yeah. There's some unsturdy bitches out here.
Name two. Name two. Sturdy. Right now. Let's hear it.
They both named Nicole.
Smooth.
Ooh, cook,
It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. My AC just went off from that.
Oh man, so I like fat bitches because they order fat drinks at the bar.
Go!
They be like, let me get the cookies and cream cognac. Let me get it. Let me get some Hennessy.
Hey man, if you're gonna keep talking like that, I'm gonna give you an extra minute. Keep going, brother.
Oh, that was time. I got time. My bad. I don't see time. Oh no, I'm done.
Guys, give it up for Lamar Todd.
Yeah.
Woo! Isn't that an adventure? My God. I loved it. I was enthralled. I was having a lot of fun. And then Lamar said, I'm gonna go give me some pussy after this. And I'm like, he didn't need to brag. He didn't need to brag.
I'm right back here though.
And it's
I'm
like,
right back here after I fuck.
Yeah,
I'm dedicated.
Hey, once again, I know what you're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna be doing this. So I feel some type of way. But I'm happy for you, regardless. I'm happy for you. Okay, as good. Guys, Lamar Todd, very funny.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen a grown man fuck air like that. No, you have not. That air is expecting now, okay? Guys, gonna move it right along. Your next performer, all the way from Los Angeles, have had the great pleasure of meeting this person. She is tremendous. She is funny. Please give it up for Lexi Grace.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, I feel like it looks like I'm behind the background. I should actually probably put a prom background up because like right now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am on 2 Zoom calls and I've just been running back and forth from 2 computers being like, I heard ISS and then I went back and then I came back over here and I'm glad to be with you guys. I am glad. There is some major drama that has happened that I must update you guys on. So to start you guys off on this whole expedition, I gotta go back a couple months ago. So about 9 months ago, this guy had seen me perform doing stand-up. And I knew that there was something up about him. I should say first, to start off the story, I did not touch this man. And basically what ended up happening is he started texting me being like, hey, can we date? Can we date? Can we date? And I was like, no, not interested. And then he ended up sending me, I vaguely remembered he kept texting me. And then I remembered him saying something about him having a wife. Yes. So then I was like, so then I looked on Instagram and I found out not only was he married, his wife was 8 months pregnant.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, she was so pregnant, I could see a handprint coming out of the tummy. So he's like messaging me and I'm like, okay, you know, never mind, dude, like whatever. He keeps messaging. Then one day it stops, right? And because I am a psychopath, I'm like, why did it stop? And I noticed he had unfriended me, right? Oh. So I go to when he unfriended me and I see a picture of him holding the baby, right? And I'm like, okay, he's got his stuff together. And I go, I love a good baby picture. So I click the picture of the baby and he has named the baby Lexi Grace.
Oh my God.
My name.
No.
Woo! Yeah.
Is it the white man?
Oh. Yeah, it is a white guy. He couldn't.
Oh my God.
He couldn't date me, so he created me.
Oh my God.
Right? So
I don't want to sound crass, but that's really good pussy.
So my friends are like, you need to delete this guy. You need to get rid of him. Like, get rid of him from his, like, stop following him. Cause like I was starting following him on Instagram and stuff like that. My friends were like, you shouldn't do that. I was like, how else am I going to keep tabs on baby Lexi, right? Cause she's like really cute, you know, like she's got my smile. Oh, like, she's adorable. So I've been, so today I've been kind of investigating, doing a deep dive into baby Lexi's history and past. And I'm a little worried because he sent me a message and was worried. I was like, oh no, this is it. Like, I'm really worried because him and his wife own guns. And so I was like worried what the message that he sent me was. And I checked it and it like, I literally called my mom and we recorded like the screen capture and it ended up being a picture. I mean, it ended up being a, yes, I need to be in the Zoom witness protection program. Yes, exactly. But it ended up being a pyramid scheme. He was trying to convince me to join.
That tracks.
Like
that tracks.
Yeah, sell some kombucha tea or something like that. But I'm a little worried for baby Lexi. Wait, what did you say?
Where in California are you?
I'm in North Hollywood.
Don't say it. People are out of
You know that crazy bastard know that shit already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he already knows. I'm more worried about his wife. I've seen videos of her breaking boards. She's really good at MMA.
What the fuck? He sounds like a real piece of shit.
Yeah, one of my friends has this theory that maybe he was like writing my name down. Like, you know when you have a crush and you write somebody's name down? That he was writing my name down. He was like, Lexi Grace, Lexi Grace, Lexi Grace. And that the wife saw it and the wife was like, what is this? And he was like, oh, it's naming the baby. And I like to believe that because he took initiative, she was like, yeah, let's go with that name. And I would like to say with everyone on here that if baby Lexi ever does reach out, my arms are open. All right. Nice talking, guys.
Guys, give it up for Lexi Grace.
Oh my God.
Wow.
A couple things that stand out to me that it brings me so much joy. to know this man was white because it was making me nervous as the story progressed.
I know until she said he was white, I thought it was my father.
Right.
Then met another Cat Mosley.
Right. Kind of fucked around and created. And I understand Lexi wanted to check in on that baby. That's basically her clone now. So you got to check in on this baby. Also, what I won't stand for, amongst all the good time and the laughter, I won't stand for the amount of bragging that's going on in here, okay? I was very happy. I came onto the Zoom and I let you motherfuckers know that I got onto XXL magazine. That's what I did. And all of a sudden, we got Lamar Todd talking about he got some pussy waiting for him in the house. And Lexi Grace talking about some, I'm in 2 Zoom meetings. Really? Okay.
You're gonna bring up
stage Satoyo night. I guess that's
you're gonna bring up the Zooms. She just said her vagina is so fantastic. The man never saw it. And
I'm not trying to touch that. I get it. Lexi has some black magic going on down there.
Hey, can somebody tell Satoyo his beard is fantastic so we can move on?
Moving on. I didn't like the way any of y'all laughed at that, for the record. Moving on. Your next performer coming to stage. Been watching him a very long time. He's a funny dude. You're gonna love him. Please give it up for John Deary.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. This is great. I'm excited. You guys having fun?
Oh man, his fucking audio is frozen.
What's wrong?
Oh, this is.
No, this don't look like a mug shot.
John, this is.
It's a bit. Wait, it's a bit. Everybody.
You can hear it.
It does, yeah. It does look like ventriloquy.
There's something moving in the background.
All right, let me try something.
Yeah.
You got us.
Oh man, it's a bit.
Damn it, Deary.
John,
That's time. I think you're good.
I stopped writing jokes too much ago. Also, thanks to whoever was just like, let me ruin this bit. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, who screamed out it's a bit? My
Yeah,
mom on this call?
Yeah. I'm trying to line up with my other self now. Oh, jeez.
Deary's head's next to
I
each
don't
other.
like
Make it
it.
look like a
Oh, that's scary.
Looks like you're looking in a mirror. That's behind another mirror.
I'll tell a joke now.
No, go back to bits. Make your bed.
No, actually, I just upgraded my life this weekend. I hung stuff on my walls and I bought new pillows because everyone keeps bullying me on Zoom.
Good job.
So I got, next time someone sleeps in my bed with me, they're gonna be thrilled. This is really nice.
Did you get it?
What?
Did you use a ladder?
I now own 3 pillows.
Holy shit, dude!
I'm gonna update my joke. About my That's the only joke I remember that I have. I have a pillow joke.
Did you need a ladder to hang the stuff on your walls?
No, it's a very low ceiling room.
Oh.
I live in a den.
Oh no, it got sad.
That's
sorry.
My stand-up started sad. Yo, quarantine's great. You guys like quarantine, right? That's so... I can't even tell a joke. Can't even do material anymore because everyone wants me to do dumb bits.
Is that a cow painting behind you?
That's I don't know what it is. It's nice though.
Come show it. Take it off the wall and show us.
Okay.
I love how Deary's picture is still bigger than her.
Oh my goodness.
This is a Scanner Darkly shit.
Great movie. Damn, Daryl. That's a fucking callback. That looks great.
Yeah.
Damn, John has a nice ass. Is it just me?
Betty been in the house too long, dog.
Wow.
John is dirty.
He got them shorts from Wawa too. I've seen them in Wawa.
They only sell those in Northeast Philly.
You want to have a twerk all of a sudden?
I think these are Walmart workout shorts.
Let's see the shorts, John. Take them off. Let's
Right, those are fucking basketball shorts and title only, baby.
Yes. I don't want this.
This is not.
That's for it. There you go.
I think these are not starter.
Oh yeah, them forming Mill 13.
Oh, they are. These are starter.
Starter?
They're made in Bangladesh. They're starter. Yeah.
I need to know this is doing it for somebody. Like someone was like, I need to see John Deere's shorts in front of John Deere while John Deere sits in front of John Deere, and they're like, finally.
They're about to cross over and record park
shooting bullets in the headboard tonight. My God.
Someone shooting ropes.
You're the first man I've ever seen wear a pair of starter shorts.
I like how Zoom just it's just me being bullied. That's what opened my my time to let everyone bully me.
But it works.
These are all
It's
compliments.
working for you though.
It does. It works.
If we were bullying you, we
Upgraded
bring
your
up
life.
how big your head is, even though your other head is big. That never happened. Everything was congratulatory.
And the comment, yes, John Lalu did paint that.
Oh, nice.
Painted
Good
this.
job, John.
And then he left it in our own house. And I was like, well, I'd hate to see this get thrown away, so I took it. So
Oh, you didn't pay him for his?
Time!
I rescued him.
Who's John Lalo?
John Lalu,
John Lalu.
who also does comedy.
I never heard of him.
Oh man, look
Ah, damn, Betty, I've been here less time than you haven't. Even I know John Lalu.
For real. Told Betty she was sturdy. All of a sudden, she popping shit. It's like, you got beef, fight me.
Betty about to put her dick on the table.
I'll just end Deary's chat. Wait, Deary, did you just walk away from your? Wait, is that the end?
Deary's background.
Is this really you?
Right. Hey, give it up for John Deere.
John's the
Man. Let me tell you, I don't know what I just saw, but I know it was a lot, wasn't it? It was good. There. There's a lot. I like John's piece. I like the little thing he did. Y'all, a lot of aggression coming out in these Zooms. A lot of aggression. Shout to John Lalu for that fantastic piece of artwork. Shout to John Deere for being John Deere.
That was great.
Moving right along, your next performer coming to the stage. So excited. Big sis herself. She's been all over. She's been everywhere. She's been in every festival all around the country. She has been on the goddamn View. Shut your mouth when I talk to you. Please. Get up right now. One, the only Latif.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I'ma sing everything tonight. I said tonight. No, let's talk about, first of all, let's talk about how when John took his shorts off, Cecily was like, I don't want this. The comments are out of control with this group. And you know what? When I look at all of us on the screen, I thought of a perfect name, the Dysfunctional Bunch. That is us. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite activity on Saturday night. Sunday. Wait, where are we? I know where I am. Remember, I'm kidnapped. I'm in a bunker, y'all. Can't catch me for that. I think I'm catching like Stockholm syndrome for real. I'm beginning to like my captor. So
shucks now.
God damn it! I prophesized it.
I know we weren't supposed to brag, but I got Dick waiting in the next room too. So.
Uh-oh.
Somebody put the
Here we
paper
go.
from home.
A whole lot of smells going on tonight.
I'm done.
For you, Latif.
I'm sorry. You know, that was a humble brag. It wasn't even a big brag. A humble
Sounds
brag.
exhausting though.
I love doing it. It is exhausting, you know. 4 or 5 times a day. Why not? The fuck?
All right.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a bean, as the young folks like to say now. I'm all for it. So let's talk about comedy. Let's talk about I don't know. I might tell a joke or two. I really don't have anything really prepared. I think I've been on a I don't know, denial somewhat. Does that make sense? I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
I realized the other day that I really need to get back on stage. But you know what's funny? Like, you know how as comedians we're always like, you know what? The other day I was doing this. Now we'd be like, lies. You ain't been nowhere. I can't be like, last week I went to a club and was getting it in. They be like, where? What club, Tees? What club? Wasn't fucking nowhere but in your damn bedroom looking crazy. Okay, so what if I made the whole scenario up in my house? So what? No. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel got that shit. I got my own club set up. I got, you know, and the kids aren't allowed to come in because I'm quite over them, by the way. I don't even understand this. And people talk about being essential. I'm not interested in being an essential 24-hour parent. You feel me? I told you I'm used to clocking out at 5. These kids still bugging me for shit at 7. What? Oh, you need to eat. Oh, okay. Damn, I gotta feed you again. Shit. I don't understand. Yeah. So that's right. Hitting on. Oh, okay. Who's hitting on who? I'm reading the chats too. Okay.
Frank Johnson got shot right now. That's what's going on.
Sounded like Frank was hitting on Nicole.
Chat's getting hot on the block. I'ma just rap. It's getting hot on the block. You know you can't stop. What?
Yeah, that's the different kind of sturdy right there. That's the different kind of sturdy.
No, if nobody else is laughing, I'm fucking laughing at me.
That what happens when you got dick in the other room? You start rapping.
Thank you. 1 minute.
Rapping for your dick.
So what's interesting though, yesterday, I'm still kind of recovering. I had a nice I was a little drunk and high last night, so I don't even remember the meeting that we had really. I just remember that I was staring at the screen and missing everything that y'all was saying. But I know it was fun. All right, so let me end on this. I don't even know what that was. That was a 30-second waste. All right, here's the last 30. Y'all know I'm ready for a divorce. Everybody knows that, right? 17 years. I feel like I stayed 12 years too long. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. And ironically, because my soon-to-be ex. Ironically, because my soon-to-be ex-husband is white, I could call it 12 years a slave. Fucking punchline.
That was worth it.
Lattes. Woo! Gotta love it. Love it. What I like most, like Latis always makes me go back on the shit that I said earlier. So in the pre-show, y'all don't know this. In the pre-show, people started speaking in tongues, and I said, none of y'all better start speaking in tongues, or I'm leaving this goddamn show right now. Latis said, "Oh, don't worry, I got dick waiting for me in the room." I was like, I stood up in my studio apartment and started running around joyously. It was tremendous. But we're gonna keep this great train of hilarity moving right along. There's more fun to be had, more joy to be had, and that's the most important thing during this time. Your next performer coming to the stage, very funny dude. You've seen him all over when the world was open, literally. Please clap it up for the very funny Jake Matera.
What's going on? I'm gonna keep this quick. I got some dick waiting for me in the other room.
I think Jake just means fresh baked cookies.
Yeah.
Like
got that
this
whole
week.
tube. Guys, I'm having a weird night. I didn't eat dinner tonight. I ordered a pizza. This is 100%. We ordered a pizza and we found a fingernail in the pizza. Dead serious. Like it was like one of those. It's like a fake nail that clipped off that had the diamonds on it and all that stuff.
Oh no!
So gross. I called the place. And I was like, "Hey guys, there's I'm sorry," because of course I apologize. I was like, "There's a fingernail in the pizza," and they're like, "No," and I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I can send you a picture." They're like, "Okay, hang on, we'll be right over." And they drove over just to look at it and then yell at me like it was my fingernail. And they're like, "I'll give you a credit for the next time." I was like, "No, just give me my money back." I ordered $40 worth of food. I got $15 back, and I threw out the rest. So,
oh man, Papa John's, dude.
I'm really hurting right now. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page.
Did you think the other 9 fingernails were in the rest of the food?
That's honestly, I was like, I thought it could have been like roulette with those slices. I had no idea. It was so gross. Terrible. And you couldn't see it because it was like a specialty pizza. You had to dig for it, like a guts flag. Yeah, sorry, I gotta get off it. Up until that point, the most exciting thing that happened the past week was me and my wife got an area rug. That's the nail in the pizza was so much more gross and exciting, but wow. I like the area rug. It's a good area rug. I will say that. I feel like getting an area rug in the suburbs it's kind of like a suburban way of getting a tattoo. Because we're clearly trying to cover something up. I feel like if anybody notices it too, like if nobody's coming over right now, but if anybody were to say anything in a picture, I would just go off on just a story on how we got it when nobody asked to hear it. That's I don't know. Here you can tell I'm getting in the material now, huh? Well, in a year though, I think it's gonna just be faded, and I'll just say getting it was a mistake, like my real tattoos. I don't know. I was thinking about it though, like because it is a lot like a tattoo, and I was thinking if an area looks like a tattoo, then that means like a welcome mat has to be a tramp stamp, right? Because they all say something before you enter. like brought wine or bless this mess. Okay. All right. I lost everyone with that one.
No, it was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Thank you.
The guys liked it. The guys.
Yeah. The guys. I feel like a teardrop tattoo then would be an area rug just rolled up with feet sticking out. That's. Okay. I gotta fix the analogy. I know.
I like murder.
Yeah. No. Okay. What else did I want to say? I'm probably out of time by now. Oh, did somebody want me to address my haircut? Okay. It's not okay. Yes, I got a haircut. I'll abandon the bid. I'll do the bid next week. I got a haircut. My wife cut my hair, and it almost caused a divorce. I didn't realize that like my wife could cut hair, and that I could be so verbally abusive. Monster to her.
That's great.
It was terrible. Hey, you haven't lived in quarantine until you made your wife cry to make you look better. Yeah. All right. God bless the Tigers, everyone. That's all I got.
Jake Money Matera. Let's go. All right, Jake Matera out here. First of all, Jake, please stop ordering Papa John's pizza. Don't do it anymore. Okay? You can't. Also, very, very important, super important. If you have a partner, I know times are tough, but don't cut one another's hair. Don't do it. I don't care if they're a stylist. I don't care if they're a barber, because you won't like how they cut your hair because it's them and you've only seen them.
Nah, dude.
Daryl, God damn it now.
Nah, I cut Lisa's hair. I was a hairdresser for 5 years. I cut her hair.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You can
You're the cutter.
You can be very good at your job. You can be excellent at your job. But if you guys are not in a good space, then you don't want that interaction. Be like, why'd you do my hair like this?
She did stab me with the scissors.
The
right
power
in
is in the hands of the hair cutter. It's so funny that Jake was able to be verbally abusive and he ain't get a comb to the back of the fucking neck.
Oh man.
Wow.
You should have got a shut up. Shut up, I gotta go to church tomorrow. I'm tired.
Shit.
Get that pimp hand working, Jake. Get the pimp hand working.
Burn his ear with the hot comb on purpose. Just shut up.
Yeah.
I just keep expecting him to sing barbershop.
I think Jake, what you've learned from this experience now is that I tried to warn against this, and then we abused you for having a haircut and being upset about it. So we learned.
It looks great.
A very important lesson. It looks good. You should be thankful. Apologize for your
short.
Guys, I will keep this moving right along because we've got plenty more funny people, and I'm getting drunker. So we must move with haste. The next performer coming to stage, one of my absolute favorites. Please give it up, the charming, the hilarious Cecily Alexandria.
Yeah. I think I'm strategically placed in these shows to, make sure everyone gets in touch with themselves and is grounded to bring the show down. You guys are having too much fun, and I'm just like, let's bring you back. Bring you back to reality. So thanks for having me. I did check my temperature, and because that's what you do when you are slightly hypochondriac, and it's 95.2 degrees. So my body, I want to confirm that my body now matches my personality. Cold. There we are. So the other day I bought pants online, and why? For what? I just got them this weekend, and I was just like, why did I do this? That was dumb. Have you ever thought, I wonder if I tasted breast milk now, would I recognize it, and would it be a nostalgic experience? Yeah. I don't. I was just thinking about tasting breast milk. There's no reason for that. And lastly, I just want to know who Xanthan is and why his gum is allowed to be in our food. Yeah, so that's all I have. I'm glad I brought you guys to a nice low level back down. Make sure your heart rate comes down. It's healthy to bring your heart rate up and then bring it down. Bring it up, bring it down.
Pick it up. Like it's like mindfulness.
I'm looking out for you all. So thank you. This was fun.
Cecily Alexandria. You know what? That's scary, man. Cecily was out here like, yo, y'all are speeding right now. You're going about 95 in the we're gonna bring you to 55 in the slow lane. We're gonna take it just like that. Good rhythm. I dig it. I love it so much. Also, Manny Brown said in the comments, he said, why does it look like everyone has the same haircut right now? First of all, nigga, watch your mouth. Watch it.
He could watch his mouth, but he was saying the truth. That was 3 of the same haircuts.
Daryl, stop with your abuse.
That's why we're in the lineup together.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
It's a setting. It's a setting.
I'm not saying they look good or bad.
Look at this.
The only thing keeping Satoyo from looking like theirs is that it's not curly.
What was that? What was that, Franklin?
I said the only thing keeping your shit from looking like theirs is that it's not curly.
Well, it's properly matted. Yes, correct.
Matted my ass. You know he got a mustache trim on the side of his head. Them parts can't stay for 3 months.
First of all,
fuck out of here.
Daryl, first of all,
this nigga like that so much, he did it to his hair. That nigga got matte pants, matte vest, mad shirts, mad hair.
He used the chest hair trim on the side of his head. He gonna act like he better than somebody.
Daryl, better than somebody. Daryl, you're being very truculent right now, nigga. You're being very, very truculent. I won't have that from you. Thank you. I'm going to keep it moving right along because you see how mean they want to get when you just try to give life to niggas don't like anything good. But we're gonna keep the show moving right along. Your next performer coming to stage, they are amazing. They're tremendous. You've seen them all over. You've seen them everywhere. You may remember them from the East Coast Power Hour, from Frenemies, from Dates, from Eat Your Beats, and now Microaggressions that you can check out on the social media. Please give it up for the tremendous Alejandro Morales.
Yeah. Hooray. Thank you so much. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? This is so cool.
Good.
Yeah, this is really really cool to be here doing this. I really miss Sunday nights at Fergie's. It was my favorite place to hang outside and wait for somebody to share their weed with me. There's nothing like an open mic to mooch off of somebody's blunt.
Talk to him.
So I live in Philly, right? I've been in Philadelphia for 17 years. I've lived all over the city, and I've never had a nice view. I've lived all over the city because I have to move almost every single year, and I have to move every year because I'm too helpful to realtors. What happens is I rent a room in the only neighborhood I can afford, and then I take a ride around the block on my bicycle, and then white people are like, we can live here. That's what happens, is that somebody sees me riding my bike and goes, Edwin, I just saw an ambiguously ethnic homosexual ride by in a fixie. It's time to die. I live in South Philly now. I think people in my neighborhood, like with quarantine, they're doing pretty good. And I think it's because they're already used to screaming at each other from 6 feet away. It is. It's a heartwarming neighborhood where I'm at in South Philly, because you have all kinds of ethnicities and all kinds of cultures and all kinds of languages in South Philly, but everybody speaks the international language of never shutting the fuck up. A couple of nights ago, there was a group brawl outside of my house over here on 5th and Morris. You can look for it on Citizen. It's true. So there was two groups of people fighting against each other, and it was really disappointing for me to witness, because I just don't think we're ready to get back to normal yet. I'm quarantining with roommates. That's interesting. They say if you can't be with the ones you love the ones you're with. And if you can't love the ones you're with, just love the shit that you talk about them on a comedy show. It's fine. This living with roommates during quarantine is definitely, it's a learning experience. Like, I don't know if I'll ever have kids, but now I do know what it's like to clean up after somebody who fucking hates you.
It is.
I have to try. I have to put in effort, and I have to try to learn how to communicate better. And I'm gonna do that. It's honestly right now, I just don't know how I'm gonna tell another grown man to lift up the toilet seat before he takes a piss. I mean, I will find the words, but no matter what I say, it's still gonna be the least fun I ever have telling a guy where to point his dick.
Oh my God, he's done it again.
So I am thirsty in quarantine. I am very thirsty in quarantine. It's not a good look. Like, my dick is like, leave me alone in quarantine, right?
Never.
This is how thirsty I am in quarantine, is that I have a Google alert set up to let me know anytime there's a new article online about whether there's COVID-19 in cum. And the last thing I read was that actually scientists have found COVID-19 hiding in the testicles But that doesn't mean that it can be transmitted sexually. Which means that like balls are like a sanctuary city for coronavirus. This is wild to me because like who knew that a person could store something in their balls that would never actually become anything? My father.
All
right, that's everything I have. Thank you guys so much.
Alejandro Morales,
You can actually do
going
bits
for
on
him.
here.
Huh?
You
Well,
can actually do stand-up on here. It's great.
Yeah, you just did nothing but jokes. Gave you that hot fire for 5 fucking minutes. I told you that boy was talented. Clap it up for Alejandro one more time, please.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Not enough of you are clapping, and that's an indictment on you as a person. Indictment on you as a person. You should
They ain't
be
got no
ashamed of yourself.
jokes.
You should. Yeah, they didn't have nothing for it. They didn't. Look at God. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Through Alejandro. Your next performer coming to the stage. Tremendous, known her a long time, from Philadelphia, now based in LA, and she got some woman in her room.
No. That's not just some woman.
I know it's not some woman. Some woman in her room. Please clap it up for the very, very talented and funny Nicole Yates.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm all sweaty, hot as balls here. So you guys, I decided to give up waxing during the during this whole pandemic thing. First it was just to save money, but now it's kind of a contest to see how long it's going to take my roommate, not her, to see how long it's going to take my roommate to offer to let me borrow his beard trimmer. Are you done?
What?
Okay, go, come on, you're a professional, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I hear. So I don't know if you guys heard that Russia's done over a couple of ventilator models, and they sparked and they lit on fire. Typical for the Russians, but what was really interesting was that the sparks actually spelled out, "What about her emails?"
That was funny.
And, in the White House, in the West Wing now, everybody has to wear a mask. Finally, everybody has to wear a mask. And Stephen Miller was so excited he sent all his hoods out to be professionally pressed.
Yeah.
I'm so behind in laundry. I just don't care to do it. I'm just so bored about it. I don't want it. There's a huge pile of laundry right here. Huge pile of laundry. That I'm so far back with my underwear drawer. I'm wearing like 3rd grade Care Bear underwear. So that's your mental image you could take home tonight. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. That's the punchline on that one. Whatever. Moving on. So me and my roommate we've watched all of the Netflix. We've watched everything. We've watched all of it. So now we're just down to playing strip Scrabble. Yeah. Which is great because he's dyslexic. So
He's my boyfriend.
He is. And so you guys, I'm working on a cookbook, a pandemic cookbook. It's called "Yes, I Ate Dip for Dinner." You got a fucking problem with that? Yeah, I think that's
I'd buy that.
Yeah. I will put one aside for you. And so you guys, when I'm actually working, I actually work in reality show casting. Is my job. I'm really sorry. I apologize. It's a horrible thing to do to the world. But at least the pay sucks. So there's that. And it really is the kind of like big hair, spray tan, fake tits kind of world that you would think it is. But fortunately, I used to work on the kids side with kids casting, which is basically the same except less spray tan. So it's good. And I have to spend a lot of time talking to school secretaries. Believe it or not, after they send Timmy to the nurse, they have a lot of free time. Who knew? They love talking to me. And all I want them to do is send out a flyer. So I call them and I call them and I call them. And you know, hey, can you send out my flyer? Do you live in Los Angeles? Yeah, I do. Do you think maybe you could just email? Do you live by the beach? And no, they don't. They don't pay me enough. They don't even let me onto that side of town. I'm not even there's like barriers. And then, you know, well, do you live by the ocean? No, I don't live by the ocean. And then they always get real quiet, and you could hear their sweater vest kind of rustling in the background. And then I hear, tell me about the outside world. And that's when it gets sad. That's really when it gets sad. But it gets to the point of conversation where if I would say the next sentence anywhere else, I would be arrested immediately. So she would say to me, you know, well, what ages are you looking for? And I say, well, how young do you have them? Because I need them really young, super young. You got any really little? I need as little as possible, really small. Like if they can tie their shoes, they are too big. I just need them very tiny, tiny little kids. I need tiny, tiny little kids. And tiny little kids. And then I get them, and then I get the tiny little kids. And I used to feel bad about it. I used to feel bad about having to like kind of like pimp out kids like that. But I just drive home in my panel van and eat my candy and so I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I did get to see my mom a couple months ago, and she lives down the shore. She lives outside Ocean City. And okay. She lives outside Ocean City.
Damn right.
That's right. She lives outside Ocean City, living her best retired life. And I went to go see her, and she always has the news on. And if your mom has the news on, you know you better not touch that dial. And if you're wondering how old I might be, I still use the phrase, better not touch that dial. That's right. And the news is always so depressing. It's always like death, 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 teacher bang, student, sports, weather. You know, the weather's always so depressing. And so there was a really sad story that I was waiting to see, and here it comes. The lady who invented Weight Watchers passed away, which was sad. You know, she's like 92. Yeah, she's like 92, so it was a good run, you know, but still sad. You know, even sadder is that she had 17 points put aside for the pizza party that Friday. So, all right, that's enough.
God, Yates.
Oh, hey, Satoya.
Yes.
I bought 2 sweet new pair of sneakers. I want to send you pictures.
Okay, lay them on me. Let me see. Let me see what it's working with.
Fuck
so
yeah.
Nicole, we have a thing with sneakers. Y'all wouldn't understand unless you black. So moving forward, also but some white women also like them too. I must be fair. A lot of y'all do that as well. The white and also the Latin women as well.
People who like sneakers.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna keep I want to keep the momentum going as quickly as possible. Your next performer, is he here? Is Marcus LeVar here?
Yeah.
Is my brother here? No, hold on. Let me do a proper intro.
Woo!
Hold on. Let me intro my brother. My nigga, woo! My nigga look like he just got done doing a Dr. Umar presentation. This is amazing. Woo! My man been hanging out with Brother Polite. Now this next performer coming on stage, I genuinely believe is one of the most underrated, at the same time one of the funniest cats around. Period. Please give it up for this dude who you will love, Marcus LeVar.
Yeah. What's going on, man? What's going on? Just to correct everybody, this is from Peru. All right, so this is like a Spanish dashiki.
All
right, that's the name of the new Spanish store downtown.
Like
We had to rub your nipples when you told us about it.
Got that shit outside the gallery.
Yeah, man. Yo, listen. My comedy is like real interactive, man. Feel free to say something out loud if you want. I'll feel free to tell you to shut the fuck up. It's funny here, man. No, man. Everybody been good though. Everybody cool.
Yeah.
Good. Life been changing for me, man. I gotta. My dad's getting old. My dad, he been old, but now he old as a motherfucker. So like, I'm starting to see him like change in life now. Can't really walk too much. He getting sick sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, he's getting senile. So me taking care of him is kind of like, it bothers me because I gotta deal with that shit all the time. Like I'll be telling him like, yo, Pop, just chill right here. And let me clean this up real quick, and I'll come back and deal with you. So I'll be over here cleaning something up, and I'll just hear his walker, just like shit. Bob, I just
And I'm like, yo, Dad, where you going? Bothers me, man. I'm trying to help this nigga. He just thinks everything is me trying to restrain him or some shit, man. It bothers the fuck out of me, man. But I've been getting him high. I've been getting him high lately, man, because it's like he be having pain shit. So you get people like edibles for the pain. It's a long. I'm not going to try and explain science to you, but I've been giving him. and yo, it's the funniest shit ever. Cause like my dad is an old Vietnam vet, and he just I don't know what the weed is doing to him. I walked in the crib one time, and he had this big ass hole in the door. And it was just like all this shit. I was like, what happened to the door? I think he turned the crib into a foxhole while I was going. Yo, it was crazy. Yo, it was hilarious, man. That's where I'm at with mine, man. And I'm just here, again, bored as a motherfucker. In my studio. I got a studio apartment. I don't know anything about the studio life. That's what it's an efficiency is what we like to call it. Don't disrespect it. It's I mean, I like it because I mean I never seen any use out of it until I met this chick that was like, yo, I want to do something spontaneous. Like sometimes I just want to fuck in the kitchen. And I was like, all right, bet. Come to my crib. It's all one room. The kitchen, the bedroom, the fucking laundry room. This shit is a karate dojo. All right. My fault. This is it's terrible weed. So terrible weed goes out while you smoke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know.
It's quarantine. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up? That's what we living at right now. Who said that? That voice just came out of nowhere.
Daryl. It was me. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, Daryl?
I'm all right.
All right, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm glad my hair fell out before I got to your weight point, or like I don't know if like I never wanted the nappy top, man. But you and Lamar, man, y'all niggas y'all rock that shit, and apparently Brandon Gorin too. Y'all got the same shit going on right now.
Marcus, your sideburns been getting higher since the quarantine.
They trying.
That's
reaching.
what happened, dog. That's what happened.
This sideburns getting bored too. That's what happened.
Looking more like
let's high five.
Yo,
we got time.
Lamar, pull your hair down a little bit, man.
I'm gonna give you some.
Pull it down. Yo,
pull your beard
man, I ain't got shit else for y'all, man. It's been fun fucking with y'all, man. I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right, good for Marcus Lamar. Marcus Lamar, very, very funny. Like I told you, man, one of the funniest dudes around. Okay, y'all better get hip, especially
somebody's in here like you was lying. Somebody's in here right now like that motherfucker lying.
No, I'm not. No, I stand on that. Although I do.
You're not lying. It was funny, and I can smell his scream from here.
No, I take issue with this though. Marcus was like, "This is a Spanish dashiki." I was like, "This nigga got that on 54th and Market." I know exactly.
Talk about it.
Yo, listen.
Talk about it.
I know exactly where you got that from.
My pop climbed Mount Machu Picchu. Yo, he brought this shit back with him.
Hey, you can't.
He found a 7-Eleven up there.
Did you shake it off before he gave it to you?
No, he didn't. This shit came. This brought the corona back with it, nigga.
No, that nigga got no.
My dad is a conquistador. He went over there. He slaughtered an entire village.
That shit got sawdust in it.
He made sure that nobody survived. One person could tell the story, and then he took their shirt.
Guys, super fun. Marcus Lamar, your next performer that is coming to the stage. Also very fun, very interactive, very, very, my goodness, engaging, if you will. Known this man a long time. Please give it up for Brandon T. Gorin.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a pog I found. Have I talked about this pog before? It's probably my favorite pog because I got it from another kid and he said he wasn't allowed to play with it because if he used it, he would hit Jesus in the back. And I think about that to this day. I don't know. I'm not a big religious man, but I don't think anywhere in the Bible it's like, yo, do not put me on any pogs. That is disrespectful. Also, earlier we said a flag like in Guts, and I need to correct that. It's a flag like in Double Dare, and I screamed at the monitor, oh my God, it's Double Dare, over and over again, not realizing that I had muted the screen, and this was like, so I just got louder and louder till the cat started scratching at the door because it thought I was hurt. So, I've come to a point, I'm so excited about wearing a cloth mask. Like, it is we're gonna all dress like ninjas. Face recognition is gone. We beat it. Like, this is how we beat face recognition. We did it. We all get to have cool ninja faces, and everyone gets a beard from here on out. You also, quick thing, if you have, I don't know, mouth herpes, good. Just say you have to wear a mask, and you're done. You did it. Congratulations. And it's one of the more embarrassing things, that, like, a bunch of dudes are like, it's not manly to wear a mask. It is one of the most, that's, as a dude, I wish we wouldn't be so openly toxic masculine. Like, I wish it wasn't like, oh, like, what's toxic masculinity? A bunch of dudes think it's unmanly to wear a mask. And you're like, oh, and they can hurt people because of it. And you're like, oh, that's like a literal thing that's happening. That's not like a metaphor. That's like a literal, it is. The cat's yelling again. The cat is at the door and she's yelling again because she's worried about me. Every time I do a set, about halfway through, I hear just little paws go, meow, meow. And I have to, and if I let her in, she'll bite me because she thinks I'm upset and it will calm it down. I will bring that cat in at one point. I do love that. I think it is a duty of all comedians that if your cat comes to interact with you, you should bring that cat on screen. So at some point, yeah, thank you, Daryl. That was excellent work showing your cat. I really appreciated that. I'll get her in a little bit. She's the little one, so she'll be nice about it. Okay. What a weird end. So that's my closer talking about my cat. Yeah, that's my new. I do. When we get back to it, me talking about my cat is my new closer from here on out. You can't stop me. It's not that thing where I talk about how life is short. It's just, hey, if I see a cat, I'll show you guys. They're all beautiful.
Yeah. Well, hey. Give it up for Francie Gorin. Tremendous stuff. Gonna keep it moving right along. Your next performer coming to the stage has actually already been on the show, adjacent to the show. I referred to them as a woman earlier, and that was an issue. But this person is very, very talented. They are very, very funny. Always happy to see them. Always happy to see them do their thing. Please give it up for Anna Venezuela.
Oh my gosh, I am at Nicole's house right now because I will risk my life for free food, and so that's where I'm at. Also, I would like to present my contribution to the sneaker platforms. If I had known there was sneaker game up in here, I hurt my back. And I went to Asia and I bought every pair of fucking shoes I could find, and it turns out I'm a hype beast now. I realized I come from a fucked up family. I mean, I knew that, but like I realized a new level recently. Somebody sent me a video of a man shitting his balls out of his ass.
Oh God.
And my first thought was, oh my God, I gotta send this to my stepmom. That was
love. It's love.
I'm about ready to turn 38 years old. I know I look good. Hello, I look great. Hi, 38. It wears well. And I remember getting dial-up when I was 12, and we all, you know, we're Latinos, so we're poor, so we're in our duplex, gathered around the computer, and it's like me. My dad got a call from my uncle Leo, my Tio. He was like, hey, Primo, I'm gonna send you a picture. Be ready. So we're sitting there, and it's like, 10 minutes goes by, 20 minutes goes by, we finally get a beautiful face, a beautiful woman, gorgeous Latina woman. Then you get huge, perfect tits, the best tits you've ever seen in your life. The biggest penis, the first penis, in fact, I ever saw is what popped up. And we're gathered around as a family. And you know who laughed the hardest? My stepmom. That's right. She's dirty. Dirty. It was fun. I have to wear sneakers now because I hurt my back. I hurt my back teaching karate. second degree black belt, and it's legit. And the funniest part about that is when I say that in clubs, I can audibly hear dicks sucking up into bodies. You know, oh shit, she's gonna hurt me, and I will. I can, and I would laugh while I did it. But I can't train anymore. And you know who was the most excited about it was my doctor. He said, Anna, you have the exact same back injury as Kobe Bryant, except if you and Kobe were both cars, he would be a Bentley and you would be a Honda. Oof. And I was like, okay, fuck you, Dr. Choi. First off, a Honda is a very reliable car. Mm-hmm. And a Civic has never raped a lady. So I feel like shout out to the Denver PD. Long live Kobe. Have a good night.
Yeah. Guys, Anna, Venezuela. Anna, didn't know you were a sneakerhead. Glad to know that now. That is tremendous. So wait, you can never train ever again?
I can't. My doctor literally said if I want to walk when I'm 60 because my back injury is inoperable, I have to just, but that's how I became a sneakerhead, because I can't wear heels on stage anymore. So now I'm just like rocking as many like platform, mostly Adidas, because I feel like they give you the most support, and Reebok. Yep. But I became a sneakerhead overnight. So I feel, I love it when a black man stops me on the street and goes, "Where'd you get those?"
Yeah, that's the ultimate compliment. Like, when we don't even want to know about you, you'd be like, "Where do you get them shoes, though?"
Exactly.
I don't need to know nothing about you. It's whatever. But I also, I can say I've never seen Puma baskets like that. So that was very impressive. Okay, guys, tremendous, very funny, and a bit as well as we're going to keep this thing moving right along. Your next performer coming to the stage. Hey, she's a gem. She's tremendous. She's a lot of fun every time you go and see her. Please give it up for the snitch, Nicole Phoenix. Dry snitching.
Wow. Hey, everybody. Before I don't want to steal, I only have a couple minutes, but Satoya, do we have beef, chicken, and pork? What the fuck? We good?
You said one time that I had ran out and got in my haircut when I didn't.
Oh,
I remember. I remember that show.
I did, and then I left.
I let go of
sure
nothing.
Did.
I let go of nothing.
You get haircuts, and then I just left the Zoom. I sure did.
out here, Tekashi 6ix9ing with bad information, and then
with absolutely no benefit either. I ain't getting nothing but pure gratification. It was awesome. It was dope. The fact that you cut into my time, though, is a problem. We'll talk about it.
Reclaiming our time.
Around. I haven't written anything. You can take as much time as you want. No. Okay. So, real talk. I didn't write any jokes about the quarantine because I honestly did not think we were going to be doing this shit this long. The same reason I didn't write Trump jokes. I obviously have no intuition whatsoever. I gotta reactivate my black girl magic because my shit is on the fritz. But it's been challenging for everyone, I think, for different reasons. I'm actually well suited for this. I'm quite the introvert and I don't like people. Wait, same thing. I knew it was a problem when I almost karate chopped this old lady in the throat because I thought we were at the elevator capacity. Like, I don't give a fuck what the weight limits say, lady. Back the fuck up. Like, I've been social distancing. But the hardest part I think about the quarantine has been listening to my single friends. It's bad. Ladies, we need to come together right now. Every single time I check on one of my homegirls, no matter how the conversation starts, oh, I'm making banana bread, you know, I'm fucking on Duolingo, learning a new language. It always comes down to, so what's up with dick? Are you getting dick? How are you getting dick? Is dick coming through the mail? Are you slipping it through the back door? How are you getting your dick? Every single one of these conversations, even my mama was like, is everything all right? Are you it's going on. We got bigger pressing issues. But I feel like, ladies, this is our time. For real, I think, and I know this is going to be hard, but we're going to lock it down for the rest of 2020. We got primaries coming up, and I really don't give a fuck what is going on. Get yourself an Amazon sex toy. Go with the Amazon Basics. They work well. But for real, the next time a dude comes into your inbox, be vigilant and be careful, because here's what every single man in your life is doing right now. He is lifting free weights. He is masturbating feverishly, and he is studying you. He is on your Instagram. He is on your Facebook. He's on your Twitter, your Christian Mingle. And he's gonna slip in those DMs, and you just tell him the only dick pic you want to see is in the ballot box. Okay? Absolutely. I'll be down till November 2020.
You revealing too much truth.
PSA. That's it. Everybody have a good night. That's what I said. Okay.
Nicole Phoenix. Tremendous. Give it up for Nicole. That's tremendous. Fantastic.
Yes.
Hey, listen, hey, she's right though. You better fucking vote, nigga. For real. Like, you better listen. I know there are people watching on YouTube. I know there are people watching on the Facebook Live. Please vote. I know some of you are watching this who may not feel as we feel, but if you think you can endure another 4 years of this, I got something to tell you. You're too white, and I don't want to know you. But too white, you haven't suffered enough, but you will suffer. You will suffer, and I don't want to see it, but you do. But we're going to keep moving right along with the gravy train of hilarity, the feel good. Coming and going. Your next performer coming to the stage just dropped an album called Black Gentrifier. Go onto his Bandcamp and get that shit. Please give it up for Daryl Charles.
Hey, I was just sitting here shaking my head because of what Satoyo said. You done changed the whole trajectory of what I was going to talk about, because yo, if y'all do this shit again, son. Yo, son. Oh my God. Yo, if y'all do this shit again, yo, listen to me. Man, you don't think you're safe in the street when somebody like me is walking down the street, but let this motherfucker get elected again. You will not be safe. Yeah. I am one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Yeah. And I swear to God, son. Oh my God, I will. I'm not going to drag my feet so you know I'm coming no more. I am not. Give you nice eyes. Ain't nobody getting no smile out of me. Let this shit. Oh fuck, yo! You don't even understand how bad I'm gonna die. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna make you feel safe.
Yeah.
And so I will die, and I'm cool with it because you were cool with the whole country coming to a fucking stop. This motherfucker, like, oh my God, I was sitting here happy that this shit is happening because poor people in the city getting fucked over, and that's fun for you.
Yeah.
Oh, but y'all said no, it's fun. Just make the whole shit collapse, and it'll be okay. That's not even what I was gonna say. The thing is, it turned out that too many of us were talking badly about the president over these past few years, and then he got the numbers back, and it was like, yeah, it seems like the majority of the people don't like you. He was like, what does that mean? It was like, most of the people don't like you. He was like, I don't get it. Please put it in the easier terms. They're like, okay, well, look at this picture. See, these are people. When people are gathered in groups of more than 10, typically they talk about how shitty you are. And he said, I know how to fix it. So you mean society is gathering and they don't like me? And it was like, yes, Mr. President, that's what's happening. He said, I got it. We'll take away society. And then he did it. He did it. It's been happening for 3 months. Society gone.
Yeah, nigga.
It's done. Yeah. You know how I know it's done? Because I've treated white women in the street like they have treated me my entire life. The shit is upside down. We're in the upside down. I give them the tight smile and I start walking faster. You know how many times I don't look back? Like, oh my God, you know, it's so fun because I got a purse because, you know, I'm a man. And I got a purse, and it's so great to be in the street with my purse and see a white woman come in and I just do this. And then just walk faster. Oh, so what I'm saying is y'all don't like that feeling. So it'll only get worse. It will only get worse if y'all don't fuck. But y'all gonna still do it because I'll suffer before you will. And you know,
yeah, the evil.
It's almost like I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, back to happier topics. I have tasted breast milk. I wrote that down, and I'm trying to remember why. Cecily said that she has. She wondered if she would recognize it, and I've tasted breast milk. I just want to give a shout out to Karen at the Raven.
Oh God! Oh yeah!
Big shout to Karen.
Oh,
you know, support furries, but support the Raven Lounge. And, one night I took a shot. One night, right after one of her kids was born, she was expectorating. I don't know what the fuck that is. I know. Let me stop acting like I haven't put that in the search before. She was lactating, and she, you know, was like, "Oh, I got some," and I was like, "Well, let me get a shot." I can't remember who offered who the shot. It doesn't make the story
It had to be her.
less
She
weird.
would squirt it in a shot glass. I remember that.
Okay, all right. Well then, it wasn't my idea. But then, you know, the consummate businessman that I am, I was like, "Hey, everybody, let's all do a shot." And then people started ordering shots, and then I got my shot and I took it, and then I was like, mine was breast milk, and then no one laughed for the remainder of my set. They were horrified, but. I said all that to say this. One, I made the Raven Lounge like $70 in that one, and I'm just asking for like 40 back. But on the other side of that, it tastes like Similac. I don't know if y'all have ever taken care of little kids and you got to do the thing where you put it on your hand to make sure it's not hot. I know it's time. Shut up, Lamar. You better go back to your Camden hooker. The thing is, when you taste it, it tastes like Similac. I was like, oh shit, that is a good company. They really nailed it. Like, wow. That's all I thought. It was like, man, they really. All right. Well, that's it for me. Y'all go on about your lives.
Yep. Guys, Daryl Charles. Daryl, bro, you out in a lot of things, bro. A lot of you comics that are newer, you started, you don't remember what it's like. To be a real comic back in the day, you had to see Karen's titties. That was the first one. That was the first
That wasn't a rule.
No, yeah, it was a rule.
You just would see them. You just would see them eventually at some point.
It's a feature, not a bug.
During the show, she would pull out her titties. Do you understand what I'm talking about right now? And then she would offer you her breast milk because she was always having children. And you didn't know how she kept on having these kids. Every kid almost killed her,
here on the
and
whiskey,
she kept on having children.
This nigga off the Jameson right now.
Nigga, I haven't seen anyone in 2 months. What the fuck do you want from me?
Like, you're reminiscing on them titties. I get it.
First of all, also, I want to say, the biggest brag of the night was Nicole and Anna hanging out, and like,
that is the toughest.
Yo, that looks so joyous. I was so jealous.
They were chilling. Can you imagine just laying down on somebody else's bed?
The amount of comfort. I don't got nobody in my life want to do that shit with me. In any event, I'm going to keep this moving. I'm going to keep something.
We got whiskey troops coming out.
Hold on. I'm not done. If you motherfuckers fuck this up again in November, I don't give a fuck about your morals, your goddamn principles. I voted with my conscience. You can suck a fucking dick. You caused this. And if you cause this again, you don't deserve any of the niceties you've ever had in your entire life.
So we have problems, dog.
Niceties.
Back to the
We have problems. Oh my God.
Back to the fun. I swear to God, you will have problems though. You won't be.
I've been inside my house for 3 months. Do you understand how excited I was to see? I'm not even going to bring it up. Cecily know what I'm talking about. This is the thing. I have been in my house too long. And y'all did that.
And y'all did that with your recklessness. But I'm supposed to be patient. You niggas lost your minds when you couldn't go to Applebee's and Red Lobster. Don't you tell me about no goddamn patience. You do actually, for once in your lives, do something that is not about yourselves and is about the benefit of other people. You selfish humans.
I don't even know what the streets is like.
We have more comedy fun coming for you.
Yeah, comedy fun.
We have more joy coming for you still. And again, no, I won't apologize because I'm not wrong. But your next performer coming to the stage, actually, very, very tremendous comedian. You've seen them all over. She has a show every Thursday called Come As You Are on the Zoom. Please give it up for Rachel.
Hey, so I think we can stop saying uncertain times. Like, It's been 2 months. Like, I'm pretty certain, like, I'm gonna wake up in this room and yell at my computer in this room at night. Like, what are we uncertain about at this point? Like, I don't know. I don't think we need to say it anymore. Like, what are we uncertain about? Like, there's no vaccine, no cure. We're certain, right? Like, we can stop saying it. All right, that's just me. Cool. I went outside today to run an errand, and I saw a lot of people taking really unnecessary risks. For instance, a guy cat-called me while I still had my mask on. Fucking idiot. Okay. You guys didn't like that one either. Cool. New stuff. Working on new stuff. Good. Some people are calling the cops on people for having parties during quarantine, which I completely agree with because I also hate the police. All right, cool. Just killing, just diving, leaning right into this bomb. It's gonna get worse. A lot of people say it's stupid to compare lockdown measures to the threat of martial law. All of them have been white. Just saying, the people protesting opening, they appropriated that idea. Anyway, okay, cool. Yeah, this is going great. I love it. I will say, they said loud talking can leave the coronavirus in the air for 8 minutes, which as an Italian, I do consider that a personal attack. Cool. Like that's I live on a small block in South Philly, so I'm gonna get it. Like there's no, like, I'm definitely gonna get it. Everyone's screaming. I have to open my window now because it's hot, so I probably have it now. Cool, good stuff. I think I like COVID boxed myself. Like I turned my fan on, and I opened the window, I woke up and I'm like, that was dumb. Whatever. Worst thing for me about quarantine is it's spider season. So there's spiders all over my house. Isn't that privilege? The worst thing is all these spiders. I don't like spiders. They have too many legs. I don't fucking like them. And my roommate's like, well, they're good because they kill other bugs. I don't think that's a good argument. They kill other bugs. That's what we do. We kill other bugs. It sounds like spiders are just moving their way up. Why is that argument for why we should want spiders? I'm like, that's fucking terrifying. They kill other bugs. All right, cool. All right, I was saying, like, I think I like basic porn. I like teacher, student, boss, secretary, and quarantine is just making me more simple. Like as soon as it's over, I'm gonna be like, anybody outside. I'll just have sex with anyone outside. My GoPuff man came with my beer, and when I opened the door, he was not wearing a mask, and he handed me my stuff, and I closed the door, and I was like, did I just play COVID Just the Tip? Like, is that? It was exhilarating. I want to do one more and then get out of here. I think it's really great because Just the Tip is when you fuck around without a condom, right? I think it's really great that we started updating language. You know, like instead of saying female condom, now we're saying internal condom. So now we can all inclusively still never use them. Just making sure that's funny. Dan Savage retweeted it and I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my God, I am gonna have a problem tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right, thanks guys, bye.
Woo! Yeah! Guys, Rachel Funk, let them keep that going for her. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Have you guys had a good time thus far?
Yeah.
And now I think we have one more comedian in my block in my first half. Now is Alan Massenberg here? I cannot see him.
Yeah.
I want to say this. I want to give the proper lead into Alan Massenberg. I want to tell you something about Alan Massenberg. Okay, Alan Massenberg, proud man, proud father, good man, good father. Okay, came in, kicked the comedy doors open. Fuck you niggas up. Came in, kicking in the door, waving the 4-4. All you said is, Alan, don't hurt me no more. That's all you said. All you said. Took that nigga 8 years to grow a beard. Took me 1 month, but a good man regardless. And one of the funniest around. Please give it up for Alan Massenberg.
Dude, thank you, Satoyo. I appreciate the introduction, man. I really do, man. It feels good to come to the stage with some love. I love it. Thank you, man.
Yes.
I appreciate everybody out there. Let me get right into it. I want to say that if you want unemployment, spoil your significant other. Don't save the money. Listen, spoil, because that's like money in the bank for the future. Okay, money in the bank for the future. All right, you know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, save your stimulus check. No, don't save it. Spend it on your bank, okay? Because when you get your job back, shit gonna be different. All right, you're gonna be back in the same boat. All right, so I'm saying, spend that money. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want y'all to know. And also, everybody hustling right now. Everybody is selling merch and stuff. And I bought this T-shirt from my little brother. You know, my little brother making T-shirts. I was happy to support him, but it was messed up because he charged me more for the shirt than he charging the motherfuckers on Instagram. Like I get home, that shit like it say like oh, it's a special on a shirt, $5 off. I'm texting him like, oh, where my $5 at? That nigga, he left me on red. Okay, I got left on red. I wanted to call my dad like, hey dad, you know your son owe me $5. He's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and listen here, because it's funny because I sell merch too. If you guys want to buy some Alan Massenberg merch, you can go to masshysterical.com. But I'll give my brother shirts for free. And I mean, like, you gotta just show love. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got that much money just to give away, because everybody know I got kids and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, speaking of my kids, we can get into it. You know, my showering schedule has been completely out of whack, and so has my kids. But I can't really tell them to take showers because I ain't taking showers. Like, like what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, I tell my daughter, like, yo, you should go take a bath. Like, Dad, you ain't take a bath. I'm like, good point, but you can't talk back to me, especially because you ain't brush your teeth today. You ain't brush your teeth today, Dad. Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, but my kids not brushing their teeth on a consistent basis is killing me, because we be playing the Wii and they be playing the tennis. They be like, I'm like, go brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to create a whole like competition just for them to go brush their teeth. Like, I play the game on it. They don't like to lose, especially they don't want to lose to me. So I tell them, listen, if I brush my teeth more regularly than y'all, then you're not gonna get this money. So they brush their teeth every day. Now my house smell minty as shit. Every time I turn the Wii on, they like, Dad, you see that? I'm like, yeah, man, just brush them teeth. My kids though, man, I be cooking, you know. My kids, they like to watch the Cooking Network. It's crazy. They watch the Cooking Channel, and they oh, that's my time already. One more then. They watch the Cooking Channel, and they be judging my food as if they a judge on them cooking shows. Like, that shit blows my mind, because like they be calling each other chef. I'm like, hold on, what you mean chef? Y'all having deliberations over my spaghetti? Like, I don't like it. I'm saying, like, you can't give my spaghetti a 7 if you can barely make Chef Boyardee. You know what I'm saying? That's all. All right, that's my time, y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go. Woo! Give that shit up. Whoop, whoop. Give that shit up. Yeah. More clapping. There's no clapping. Clap more. More clapping. More joy then. Come on. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Nigga, we was on time too. We was on, guys. That has been the first half of Sucks to Be Quarantined. To those of you who are watching, I want to say this to you very, very seriously and honestly. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for finding the time to watch and be engaged with a lot of these very, very funny and talented performers who out here in the world were giving you entertainment when you didn't know you needed it, and they continue to do it to this day. I am very, very grateful for all this. This has been great. I want to hand this over now to the second half host, who will be doing his magic. This brother is fantastic. He is amazing. He is one of the funnest people to watch, and he is a future legend in the making. Please give it up for Frank Nevlin.
Yeah! Hey! Oh my God! The heathens have taken over the Zoom. We back, baby. How's everybody doing, man? We doing all right? Yeah, man. Everybody been talking about, everybody been giving updates. I got called a nigga running to the store.
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got called a nigga. It was bad. Because it was crazy. It was a line to get into the store. And there was an older white gentleman, because of course, was standing there, and he's like, hey, don't you see that there is a line? And my thing was, he didn't have no mask on. So I'm like, I guess he's not going in. So I'm going to just go ahead and walk up. And he's like, these damn niggas just think They run everything. And my friends is like, come on, man, we gotta fuck him up. I'm like, that nigga ain't got no mask on, bro. I mean, look, I may be a nigga, but I'm not dumb. That's a fact. The Russians put that nigga there to give me the COVID. It's not happening, son. I gotta make sure I get to the ballot in June. I gotta get there. Oh, and speaking of niggas, I won't be before you long. Speaking of niggas, y'all remember Paula Dean? Are we all remember Paula Dean? Y'all remember what she said? Y'all remember what she said, nigga? And got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
So I wish she had leaned. Like, I wish she had leaned in more. I do, because she did what every white person does when they get caught saying nigga, which is apologize. But I'm like, like she was the only one where I'm like, you can lean in, because like, dog, imagine the merchandise she could have got out of that had she leaned in. Like, could you imagine Paula Dean's nigga butter? That would have been. That'd have been amazing.
I'd have tried it.
Hey, and look, Daryl, that would have been for us, but for all the white women who want to watch their weight and live long enough to call the cops on us, she could have also had the healthier option. She could have had the margarine. I can't believe she said nigga.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. That's all I've written this quarantine.
The nacho.
Oh yeah, I tried that. I did that thing over in Nacho. Betty liked it.
Yeah.
She helped me with some of that. I think you said I get some tags out of that, Betty.
Love it.
I'm gonna get some tags out of it. Man, look, I ain't gonna be before y'all long. All these beautiful faces, all in this. How many we got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. At least half of us are black, and y'all put a white woman on screen the minute I said that. Goddamn shame. Goddamn shame. That's what it is. No, don't put it back on me now. It's too late. Go back to her. Go back. That's crazy, because your next comic lives in a good state, or is in the good state of the subject of my last joke, Paula Dean. So I want you all to get your hands going right now. I want to hear them. Let me hear for Aaron, the homie.
Oh boy. Thank you, Franklin, so much. Guys, oh, I'm so excited to see everybody. I'm going back to the Brady Bunch view because I don't like looking at myself. Okay, there you all are. Hey. Oh man, I'm so excited to be here. I wanted to dress up a little bit. I found some purple lipstick. I wanted to be a little formal. Anytime that I've done like a Zoom show, any kind of comedy stuff, I'm trying to dress like a Titanic passenger, because living in Georgia, I do feel like I'm going down with the ship, everybody. It's real down here. I moved to Atlanta in October. So I've been here for about coming on 6 months. And it's crazy because I am considered an essential employee. I work at a golf course country club. Yes, I am. I'm very essential. They need their coffees and their little sandwiches on the golf course. So I have not gone. I called out of work. I was like, nice try, motherfuckers. You're not getting me. I'm not getting I don't know anything about golf. I work at a golf course, but I don't know anything about the game. I was trying to educate myself about golf a little bit when I started working at these clubs. And the club that I'm at, they like to advertise the website that they have signature holes with world-class landscaping. Yes, just in case you didn't hear me clearly, I'll say it again. We like to advertise our signature holes, world-class landscaping. And the country club is allowed to put that on the website. But as soon as I use that, it's inappropriate for my LinkedIn profile. It's a bit of a double standard. Don't really, not a fan. I like Georgia. I've always been interested by Atlanta. I'm excited to live here. Truly, the comedy is fun down here. My dad worked for the CDC his whole career, like oddly. Yeah, for real. He worked his whole career in infectious diseases. I'm not kidding. So the whole time that this has been happening, I've been like, yay, he's retired. But I'm like, you're still on like the employee newsletter though, right? Like if something happens, we'll know, right? And he's like, yeah, no, we're good. My dad started in STDs, investigating STD outbreaks. Question for all of you guys, would you watch the show STIPI? Maybe. I'm thinking of writing the pilot. 1 minute. Okay, I'll tell you guys one more thing. My mom called me the other day and she asked me if Atlanta traffic is still bad, if people are like out and about. And I was like, I don't think it's that bad. Like I haven't really noticed anything. And she's like, oh, well, I'm looking at it now. And I noticed that it's pretty light in your neighborhood. And I was like, can you say you did what? And she's like, oh, well, you put your location on Instagram. And when I clicked on Instagram, it took me to Google Maps and I was able to see traffic patterns in your neighborhood. And I was like, you did what? You ever had a parent go from helicopter parenting to satellite parenting? That's all I got. Oh, I miss you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. One more time for Aaron Dehoney, y'all. Let her hear it. Aaron, I also don't know too much about golf. All I know is that the best guy to ever play it was black, and it's also the game that almost ruined Michael Jordan's career. That's all I know about it.
Yep.
But with that being said, wait, was somebody said something? What happened? Was that David Moses Feinberg talking?
I said, yeah, that's how white golf is. It almost ruined the greatest athlete of all time.
There we go. Boom, and on that note, y'all, we're going to keep this thing moving with your next comment. Now, I love this dude to death. And I love that goddamn head. There we go. To the stage, man. I want y'all to get y'all hands going right now for Brandon. What does it say? Brandon Real Talk Mitchell, everybody.
Yeah. Shit, it's me, niggas. What's up?
Hey, let's go, kid.
Hey.
Oh, you said what? No, here's a very true story. When I was probably 3 months into open mics, I kept going up at 1 o'clock in the morning. So what I try to do is I try to use a different stage name every time. And I went up as Brandon Real Talk Mitchell. And there's hey, Brandon Real Talk, you're going up at 1. So, hey. Here's an interesting fact about it. When I joined the Zoom meeting, the first thing I heard was Satoyo screaming, "Suck my dick!" And I was like, Sundays are back.
Real Mike.
I missed nothing. I don't know. I love how Frank compared Aaron to Paul Dean. I wanted so bad for Aaron to just niggas. I'm like, hey, we asked for that. I guess I'll tell jokes. My name is Brandon. My pronouns are young and bull. Dress me correctly, guys. I'm the youngest of 5. My dad had he had five sons. What sucked is that none of us could sing, but my dad still hit us. Yeah, I don't know, man. My dad's trying to get me to go to church with him. Every week he asked me to go to church with him. And I would want to go to church with him, but the church down the street from my house, it just has really weird, sassy church signs. They'll have a sign that'll just be if loving God is wrong, I don't want to be right. Or they'll have a sign that'll be get God in your life because you could do bad all by yourself. I'm pretty sure we have a sign that says Tyler Perry presents Jesus. No, it's weird though, because one of the things I hate the most about religion is that people don't talk to God the way they honestly speak. You know what I mean? Like I just think that sucks. It's like when people pray, they'll be like, "Oh my God," they'll be like, "Hey, thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you for everything that you do." You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's how people honestly really talk. Like I talk to God the way that I honestly talk. So that's why I start off every prayer by just saying, "What had happened was." My girlfriend is from Chicago. We have a lot of language differences that we have to get used to. Like case in point, like she'll say pop, and I'll say soda, right? She'll say person, and I'll say joint, right? She'll say thing, and I'll say joint. And I'll say joint, But like the other day, she was like, "Oh, I have this ultimatum, right?" She gave me this ultimatum. She was like, "Brandon, I'm really thinking about moving. I have two places in mind. I'm thinking about moving back home to Chicago, or I'm thinking of moving to Diamond Street." And she's like, "But I want you to come with me." And I was just like, "Why don't you just shoot me now?" Thank you guys. That's been very fun.
Yeah. One more time for Brandon Mitchell, everybody, man. We're going to keep this thing right along.
Yo, Frank, we got a lot of people hanging out on mute. I don't understand it.
You know what I'm saying? Out here just not giving. You not giving ass niggas. The disrespect of you.
I don't know. You're so disrespectful. Who need the spotlight? Manuel. Yeah, but now he off mute.
Hey, now y'all just he was on mute and on his phone. Fuck it up. Look at that. God damn, y'all talking about my place. Look at that mirror behind him.
I'm gonna look at my shadow the whole time.
God damn,
Looks like he's in a lobby of a hotel in Center City. It looks like.
Nigga chilling in the Sheraton.
That's the Sheraton by the airport, actually.
Oh,
and there's one thing I did want to jump in. I will spotlight myself and just remind the audience, enjoying all this entertainment. It's a long night of comedy, isn't it? How do we make this happen? We have what, Liam, like 3 subscription services at this point, and a whole team of people who put a pile of hours in. Just to break it down, our host panel each puts about 5 hours in. Our team puts 10 on-screen hours plus a bunch of off-screen hours in each, and that's a team of 5 people. Plus we've got 4 recruits who may turn back after tonight, who are also going to be putting in that much time. That's a ton of people, and we're already investing money. So give. We know y'all like giving to Bezos, y'all like giving to Verizon. So give to SUCS at Fergie's. That's paypal.me/SUCS at Fergie's. How do you spell SUCS? No K. SUCS at Fergie's. PayPal.me/SUCS at Fergie's. These folks deserve it. They are hilarious. We had 35 comics booked, y'all, tonight to perform. That's a whole lot of comedy. Somebody can come up with $5 for that somewhere. 30 people can come up with $5. Should I do it like a pastor? I know 30 people out there got $5.
If you got a $5, look, if you got a $5,
Start the line. Start the line.
All right, y'all.
Tonight. Also, hey man, one more time for Cat Mosley, y'all. One more time for Cat Mosley.
Cat.
Yeah. Also, I want to know who these niggas are that like paying their Verizon, because Verizon just takes it out of my account every month. But we're going to keep this thing moving right along with your next comic. She's all the way from Lancaster, PA, here kicking it with us. One of the recruits, great friend of the room. Get your hands going right now for Knock Bowie.
Hi, everybody.
Heyo.
I'm so glad to be interacting with humans. I feel like I'm reverting back to like childish tendencies. I'm eating like a lot of cereal. I don't live with anybody, so like nobody can judge me. So I'm eating a lot of cereal and I'm like doing a lot of coloring and a lot of crying, a lot of self-soothing in quarantine. And I was like doing a lot of coloring, and I realized I like have no idea what day it is anymore. And I was like, I should get a planner. But I don't feel like waiting 2 weeks to get a planner or like paying $30 for like numbered paper. So I I've been watching a lot of YouTube and like keep getting suggested videos on bullet journaling because I keep looking up planners. So I was like, you know what? This is DIY. I'll just do it. I'm coloring anyways. If none of you probably know what bullet journaling is, because it's apparently only 17-year-old white women on YouTube do it.
I know what it is.
So a bullet journal is when you like spend hours and hours coloring, connecting dots, drawing grid lines, and then once you're done, like putting a gun up to your head to end it all. That's why it's called bullet journaling. I can see no other reason. It's a waste of time. I recommend spending $30 on numbered paper. But yeah, so now I have a journal. So now I can pay my bills on time again because I had no idea what day it was. So all the money I'm now not losing doing comedy, I can redirect towards my growing student loans. I'm glad I'm like finally prioritizing that. My parents have different priorities for my money. I like right before quarantine, they had asked me if I wanted to buy a house. And I was like, I'm single, I live alone. What the fuck would I do with a 3-bedroom house? And now that we're in quarantine, I wish I was in a house. I would love to be in any other room except my living room every day. I feel like anybody who has a house, I'm jealous. You can name your bathroom like Fergie's. I would love to have different options. But yeah, I don't know. We're going into like week 10, and I know everyone's like suffering through quarantine, but I still feel specifically like it is happening to me and only me. Like I'm being punished for my decisions. Like I was thinking, like, what could I have done in the past to like deserve this? And I think quarantine is just making me reflect on those decisions. So I'm like, it's because I was considering dating a comedian. That's why life has put me on timeout.
Don't do it.
It didn't end well. He told me that all of my Instagram stories are a desperate cry for attention.
What?
Yeah, I know. And I was like, what woman does not love attention? I feel like it's the only thing that goes to my ass, you know? All right. I think you guys should clap for me. I think you should clap for that. Please.
Yeah. Ooh, tell us who the comedian is.
No.
Who cares? We're in quarantine. What are we gonna do? No one's gonna. You guys, nobody say anything, okay? No one's watching. Just tell us who it is. I'm eating water ice. Daryl's got fucking ribs. We're having a fucking cookout. Now tell us the dude's name. We'll fucking troll him right now.
Jesus Christ.
Is he on the panel?
Y'all joking around, and I am thoroughly concerned for Daryl's cholesterol. Like that shit is. Y'all just joking. And I'm like, y'all just joking, and I'm like, we finna lose one. We finna lose one.
Oh no!
Hey,
this nigga
got 8 years of Obama, son. I'm good.
No,
Don't worry about me.
This nigga over here eating them ribs like Biggie was talking on what was it? Ready to Die? 94. I'm ready to die. All right?
Yeah. No.
Oh man. Also, Matt, before we move on, 2 words. We automated billing. Just let them take it out.
The summer's on lockdown. Like fucking Richard said.
Take it out. That's all. That's the only way I'm keeping track of time. I check my phone and I'll be like, God damn, Netflix took $17. It's the first already. God damn. The month down. And another comic down there. We're gonna keep this thing moving with your next comic. You've seen him already. We shitted on him for not being a good audience member before it was his turn. Give it up for the man with the green hair, my buddy, Christian Miguel.
What up, everybody? I'm here at my girlfriend's parents' living room while they're upstairs sleeping. So I'm trying to whisper these punchlines. The comedian dream over here. This is great. I'm sure other people have talked about it before, but Daryl, why are you eating ribs every week? I don't understand.
Because he's lucky.
Are those your own ribs at this point? Like, I just don't.
They don't sell.
Wow. Good. Okay. Just make sure that it has a little less salt. All right. All right. I was watching. I don't watch the news. That's very millennial of me. I just watch documentaries, and I was watching the Aaron Hernandez documentary the other day, and it's weird because like I wasn't watching that when it was like happening, but I grew up with it, and as I was watching the documentary, I realized like, oh, I don't have to watch the news. If the news is newsworthy, they'll just make a documentary about it. You know what I mean? Like the Aaron Hernandez documentary had footage of the trial. The news can't even legally have that shit. Do you know what I mean? Like they were talking, they showed conversations with between the lawyer and Aaron Hernandez in jail. The news legally cannot have that shit. You know what I mean? All the news can have is that stupid ass picture that fucking, C grade art student makes, which by the way, who are those people? They're not good artists. Can we agree to that? Okay. And then they'll just, they'll be like this, I don't know. They just show the people like leaving trial, but they don't actually show the trial. I'm just, I think they should make the news more like documentaries, They should have like some weird jazz music going on every time the news comes on. And then there should be like, I don't know, Trump's brother-in-law just being interviewed like, I never saw this coming, I always thought he always gave me a piece of bread, buttered my toast. I thought he was a good person. Genuinely, I always thought he was stupid, but like in a fun way, Never saw this going this far. But yeah, I don't know, man. My PS4 has just become like my best friend through this whole time. It's like, it's not a son, but like, it's like an emotional vibrator. You know what I mean? It's like I walk by, it's become my emotional vibrator. Like I just turn it on and I feel better. You know what I mean? It's not an actual vibrator because some people actually use PS4s as vibrators, but I turn it on and I feel better, Yeah, it's not a son, but like if I lost it, I would scream as loud as any mother. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's like my knees have been getting hurt. I don't know. I will like play it for like 4 hours in the same position, and then I'll get up and my knee just hurts, and then it'll like start raining. I don't know what's going on, but like I think I'm getting old, and I think like my PS4 laughs at me every time. It's like, how your knees hurt? You just sat in the same position for 4 hours. Okay. What else? Time. All right.
That's
great. Great to
One
see.
more time for Christian Manuel, everybody.
Dude, who's the little league pictures to your right there behind you?
Oh shit. Those are my girlfriend's nephews, King and Kevin. I played with them. I played basketball with them yesterday. They're very cute. I played 2K with them all the time. Kevin actually, okay. You know how? Sorry, small story.
We don't need the documentary of the nephew.
No, I want you to. These kids are they're like 10 and 11, and they're already so emotionally mature. Then Kevin asked me to play 2K, and I was like, "Hey, Kevin, I'll play, but like I'm bad at it." And he goes, "That's okay, Christian. When I started, I was bad too, And it was like,
wow,
whoa,
that's why you're
never that emotionally mature. Do you know what I mean? Like I could see the homecoming crown forming in his head as he said that to me. He's just to be the most popular kid ever. I don't know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love how these kids are. They all like they can't read for shit, but they definitely know how to film now. That's good.
Why are we spotlighting Daryl chewing?
Now you better keep going. I'm about to tear this up because they want sex on this. That's what they want.
No, Daryl, no, don't do it, dude.
Come on now.
Some of us are trying to
My
stay
question
lesbian
is, how many
right now.
you got left on the plate? How many ribs do you got left on the plate?
What you say?
How many ribs do you have left?
No. Stop it.
On this plate, there's like outside of this one, which is wonderfully seasoned with ginger and soy sauce.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
A little bit of garlic.
Nigga, when you said soy sauce, when you said soy sauce, all I heard was sodium.
Wait a second.
Sodium.
Did you just
It's
become
low
like? You just sounded like you were from Oliver the musical. Ginger.
Stop it.
I like getting mine with more, sir. More ribs, sir. May I have some ginger on my ribs?
We don't want it, Daryl. We don't want it.
Oh, you want some? Here, some water ice, okay?
We gonna keep this thing. I'm sorry, children. I'm sorry I have to be dad right now, but playtime's over.
All right,
we gotta keep this going. What's your next comic? Let me stop. Yeah, y'all keep making fun of these blinds and this.
Are you sweating?
Yeah, nigga, ain't no AC in here. Help me, nigga.
No, you gotta do what Patti LaBelle does. She like takes her sweat and.
Nobody want that.
Yeah, love that.
But I know y'all want your next comic, so I want you right now. No, it's over, nigga. I want you right now to get your hands going.
I got the rib sweat.
Get them going for Rachel Vaughn.
Hi everybody. I miss you all. I miss you all so much. I've decided to do new jokes tonight because I don't want to let my audience down. And when I say my audience, I mean my live audience. Which is Brunch, No Face, and DVD.
It looks like Brandon Gorin in the middle.
That was racist.
Well, they've been my only friends for 2 months.
Stand corrected. That wasn't that racist. That was just accurate.
Anyway, they've heard all my jokes, and I can't. So I can only do new jokes. I've not been doing well in quarantine because I can't have sex with anybody. There's that whole policy about not having sex with randos, which I don't like. But also my body wants a baby. All right, my body just wants a baby, and it wants to fuck all the time. Right? So even when I was having sex with people, anybody I would have sex with, it would get like obsessed with and be like, oh my God, this is the guy that's gonna give us a baby. This is the guy. And I'm like, that's Elizabeth. Right? And Elizabeth can't give us a baby because Elizabeth can't even give us eye contact. Shout out to Elizabeth who ghosted me. I do date men and women. The last time I was in love was with a man though. I'm not sure if it was love or if he just ate ass because I can't tell the difference. I don't think anybody can tell the difference. Also, Knock was talking about dating comedians. I've never dated a comedian. I definitely wouldn't fuck a comedian except if they were from out of town because that is just networking, right?
That is just networking. Yes.
Work is work.
Work is work.
Let's see if I have more time. I do have a vibrator. Her name that Miguel was talking about it. Her name's Lauren, but she's like 6-year-old, so I think I'm gonna put her down.
Jesus, that was dark.
Maybe just change the batteries.
I didn't mean to say any of the things I said.
I think we gotta contact your employer. Jeez.
Clap it up for Rachel Barnes, everybody. One more time for Rachel Barnes. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we're gonna keep this thing moving right along. Your next comic, if I am correct, I could be wrong. Is gracing us all the way from Lancaster, correct? Is that correct?
Downingtown, close enough.
Downingtown, same difference. A bunch of white people that nobody cares about living there. And some niggas sprinkled in. Get your hands going right now. Get them going, people.
Yay!
There we go. There you go. Kurt Griffiths.
Oh man. Oh man. Glad to be here and all that stuff, man. There's black people in Downingtown. There's Rob. He's black. He counts.
People as in more than one. You and one other black person named Rob.
There's Steven. There's 3 of us. Come on, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, man. It's cool to be here, man. I haven't really done much of this virtual stuff before. I'm worried that this may go too well. I'm worried that like if this goes too well, this feels like a slippery slope into being a cam girl. I feel like I may be a cam girl into this.
Work is work, baby.
What's wrong with that?
Seriously.
Nothing's wrong with it at all, man. I'm gonna be like, I don't know, I'm gonna change my username. It's gonna be like Rebecca69 or something like that. I don't know, I think that'd be sexy. Someone insulted me earlier and I hurt my feelings. Shout out to the person that burped. That was a nice burp. But just because it's virtual comedy doesn't mean I'm not gonna acknowledge a burp. I'm always gonna acknowledge a burp. Yeah, man. I forgot my train of thought, but here's a hot one for you. The creator of Pac-Man recently died. Before you get too sad, know that he has 2 more lives left. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Also, welcome to my home. That's this is cool. I can introduce people to my home. I got purple curtains, all that stuff. Very nice to have you here. All that stuff. Yeah, it's very cool. Someone, the person that insulted me earlier, they said that I have the physique of a handsome cockroach. And I was like, how dare you? Don't you dare laugh at that. Don't you dare laugh at that. It means that you're saying, yeah, you do have the physique of a handsome cockroach. I like that, though. I like that. Man, I like to do experiments. I don't mean to be gross, but this month's experiment, I'm not watching any pornography. I wanted to try my sexual imagination and not do any pornography. It's no porn may. There's no alliteration in that, but it works. So I try to do different things. The other day I was masturbating to music for the first time, and it was pleasant. However, I just passed out. And woke up to No Doubt blasting beside my bed. I was like, what is this? I don't know how I got to No Doubt. I was listening to Robin when I started. I don't know how it happened. I'm just dancing on my own, man. Listen, man, one thing I know in life, you gotta be sexy. You gotta be sexy. Am I right? Oh man, that made me my time. I'm not gonna go into that bit. I do want to say one thing though. My stepdad recently said to me, Kirk, I know we'd had our issues in the past, but you need to know that if worse comes to worse, I would take a bullet for you. So I shot him. My name's Kirk Griffiths. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for sweetness from Roll Bounce. Kirk Griffiths, everybody.
Your clock's wrong, Kurt.
Yeah, it's 11:11 because I wish my clock worked. Hey.
Oh God.
It's aesthetic. It's aesthetic. It's popping.
There it is. The second hand has not moved. That's true.
Yeah. Prop comedy, more like clock comedy.
All right. Speaking of clock comedy.
Wow.
Speaking of clock comedy, we on the schedule, so I'm gonna keep this thing moving. You like how I do transitions on them. Y'all, your next comic is one of our newer recruits. They are just a wonderful person and very funny. Get your hands going right now. I want to hear them. I want to hear them. Where are the hands? Woo! Where are the hands? There we go. One more time for Shaylin Forshee.
Yeah. Be captive in my basement. So it's great. Guys, you're all talking about being sexually frustrated. I need just to calm down and go ride a bike. I don't know if you know this, but riding bikes really hurts your vagina. It does beats your pussy up, as they say. I went on a 15-mile bike ride and I almost didn't make it home the other day. And I couldn't walk, and no man has ever done that to me. So you should try it. Yeah, go on a bike ride, feel the wind through your leg hair. This is disrespectful.
Oh boy.
You better give me that 15 seconds back to make you guys not laugh, because this is rude.
You need to try these ribs.
So I'm like down the street from Daryl. I'm in Maryland, and he hasn't offered any ribs for me. It's kind of rude. Speaking
I think
of
it's just the
food-
same rib he's been eating for 6 fucking weeks. Sorry.
I'm not here for the slander. These are brand new ribs, fresh, extra meat on them. Anyway,
Yeah.
Shannon,
Great.
please.
Yeah,
Continue.
shut
Sorry
up,
about that.
please. Thank you. All right.
Ooh.
So speaking of food, this guy texted me a whole bunch of shit about Old Bay the other day, and I didn't answer him. But anyway, these are the texts. It's up on the side. And he said, "It ain't so bad. Old Bay just smells right on the grill. I never argued about that." With a smiley face. It's not even an emoji. It's like an old smiley face. He could set up the whole picture and couldn't even pick an actual smiley face. And then I didn't answer him. Sent me the cooked shrimp and said, with a squeeze of 6-week-old sailboat lime, which means I don't know if he was trying to tell me that he eats old limes or that he was on a sailboat, but I don't care about either of those. And then he
You need
says,
to move.
"Yup, and now," and talked about sauteing mushrooms, but I didn't answer him, so I don't know who he was saying yup to. Anyway, this is his end result. And there's some raw radishes. I don't know if people eat those, but apparently he does. I guess what I'm trying to say is if a guy sends you these, there's 100% chance that he has HPV. That's it.
Yeah. One more time for Shayla Forsey.
Wait, did you ask for these pictures of food? Is this a person you know?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in 2 years. And then he sent me that.
Oh, what a
and
sad
I didn't
little
answer
man.
him, and then he just kept sending me texts and pictures of his food.
Is that him trying to shoot a shot?
Yeah.
He's something. One time.
You can't shoot your shot with raw shrimp.
But he
But
sent
he did it once,
the picture of him cooked afterwards.
Hey. He did it once with his dick, but I kind of liked this more.
Oh, well.
that one.
Hey, hold up. Because I was getting ready to say, I don't know what else we got to do. Because, like, he could have just sent his dick. He done sent you a whole 4-course meal, and that's still
But he
work.
included his dick, didn't
No,
he?
One time,
Was the dick before the ribs?
we haven't
I mean,
talked in a while,
shrimp?
but he does. He tries sometimes. He's Jewish, and he one time.
Oh,
what is the No, which one of the holidays you have when you're supposed to like repent for your sins or whatever?
It's
every day. Every
He
day.
sent me a very long text about how
Sunday.
he feels bad and told me I was good at decorating. So
You
Did
need
you
to
put Old
move.
Bay on the dick pic?
Oh man. Well,
Wait, was the dick pic before the shrimp or after?
Before.
Yeah, you in danger.
Yeah, you in danger. I was
It's
gonna
fine.
say,
He's
yeah.
in California. It's far away.
I just hope he seasoned his dick with kosher salt before he sent the picture of that meat.
my gosh.
If he put Old Bay on his dick, I want to meet him.
Hey, look.
I could probably
motherfucker
ask
tough.
him if you want me to ask for one. I could probably get one for next week.
Hey, I mean,
I want you to do that. I will feel responsible.
Get us a picture. Get us a picture of them old balls.
No, I don't want it.
Oh, matzo balls.
Did you say old?
Get the picture. I want the picture.
I really don't want it. I do not want this. Don't get this. Please don't.
We
I
all
don't understand. What don't you
does
want?
not want it.
Tell
But
us
we
the
all
style
do.
of the
rest
matzo
us
balls.
do.
What could you not want?
Oh my god.
All right, everybody. We are gonna keep this thing rolling. We are going to keep this thing rolling. Look at what I'm doing with my shoulders. That means shut up, niggas. All right. Yeah, there we go. Look, I got my shimmy on. Oh, all right.
Only
All
old
right.
men do that.
Yep. And the next thing I'm gonna do is smack you niggas with my cane if I gotta tell y'all to
Old
hurt
men
you.
know how to treat a rib. I tell you that.
Also, Also, shout out to Shayla. She earned like 8 gangster points for telling Daryl to shut up. That shit was hard, wasn't it? She turned Daryl into a white woman. He said, ooh.
This is my time. I haven't talked this whole time.
White privilege. They're not.
If I could shut up for 2 seconds, you guys can all shut up for 2 seconds.
Shaylin, here's the thing. Baby, it's your time, but it's my season, and we moving the fuck on. There we go. Wow. Boom. Y'all ready for y'all next comment? What I'm talking about. This brother, a member of the team, speaking of Jews sending dick pics, this next comment probably knows about that. Yeah, get your hands going right now. But David, Moses, send them the dick. Fine bird.
It made it sound like I've sent you my dick. Like you were like, this disappointing dick I have ever seen. Oh,
the short ass shorts you keep wearing, I might as well have gotten a dick pic.
Well, these wives, they do save lives in many ways. I was going to say, Dan, you better hope that guy, and he probably is watching this live stream right now, that man's going to kill himself on whatever white man back patio you're in West Virginia, is it?
I'm in Maryland. Moving up.
Don't answer that question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set you up.
But whoever that is, that guy's dick is probably just as fucking pink and disappointing as those shrimp. I mean, uncooked. Charred up and fucking, oh Lord, with a skewer through it. Nonetheless, I hope that watching this fucking stream. How's everybody, just real quick, sound off, how's everybody doing with the quarantine shit, like mental health wise? How's everybody
thriving? I'm thriving, baby. Yeah, quarantine.
Sensational.
The quarantine shit, if you've ever had a full depressed summer, this quarantine isn't shit. Do you know what I mean? Summer where you like got drunk at at the Broad, like a diner, like a Broad Street diner, and told someone about how much you love 3D printers. Isn't anything. So many people are like, what hobbies will I get into? And I'm like, I've been staring at walls for 3 years with this depression. You have no idea how good it is. Oh, it's so nice that now everyone's doing it. Now everyone is taking a depressed walk around the town. You guys looked out the window and just seen people like doing that thing with their fucking like your hand clasped behind your back, into a pond and sigh. Good Lord, it's horrible out here. Oh, the white people are depressed.
For some reason, Dave, you're right, but I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. You niggas don't have much to be sad about, but all right.
Right? Legitimately. That's why we're sighing on the side of a pond. Because you don't have much to be sad about if you're near a pond.
My people have it better than yesterday. Right. That's all they need.
All right, Frank, I'm going to hand it back to you. Give it up for the whole team, everyone. Fantastic. I'm excited to be part of it.
One more time for Dave Feinberg, everybody. Woo! Yeah. Wonderful, man. We're going to keep this thing. Wait, who's talking? Is that Jared? Jared, what you saying?
I think it's Jared and them demons.
Yeah. Jared laying down like he on the cover of a goddamn Prince album.
Jared's like, I figured it out. You can lay down on the Zoom.
He finna drop an album with Daryl Charles. They're gonna call it R&B, Ribs and Bad Jokes. There we go. Damn. All right. We're gonna keep this thing moving. We're gonna keep this thing moving right along.
Go ahead.
what's your next comic? He is in Daryl's mouth right now. Give it up for Daryl's rib. No, I'm only joking with y'all.
Daryl's rib is banned from this mic. Sorry. He got asked to leave. Gross in the parking lot.
That bone is gonna be cleaner than Daryl's.
His ribs are getting sucked off. That's why he ain't on the mic.
I wish I had a bitch that took that.
His ribs are like Lamar Todd. They're getting sucked off hard.
Oh God.
No.
Damn.
Come on.
Getting their money right now.
Next time
Stand up
you
now.
get, I gotta think about Daryl.
You just got banned from Fit for that one. Sorry.
No. I only got banned from Fit because I picked the wrong roommate.
Who's your roommate?
This isn't a story for now.
Oh, well, come on.
All right, it's not because we gotta bring up.
Shout out to Greg. Y'all get to me. Y'all been getting me. I've been.
Lamar, I do not want to mute Lamar. We will not be calling the names.
You gotta secure them post-quarantine checks. Stop playing.
Y'all, I had to mute Lamar. And
Can I just say all the comedians speak separately and for themselves?
Yeah. Nobody.
We all unit now, Latisse. We talking as a group.
Go ahead and let him know, Latisse.
Y'all out here fucking with people's checks. Stop playing.
Right.
You want to know right now?
Kids and teens show up with dough, son.
Are y'all
Stop
receiving
fucking
them
around.
checks? I didn't realize y'all were receiving checks.
Y'all
getting checks now?
Damn.
I know Latisse get her money.
Yeah, the checks came
Y'all
in the
go
mail.
ahead. I gotta mute those of you. Y'all calling that demon name out here. No, listen, I personally say demon.
Don't say it 3 times.
Some of y'all get checks from the demon, so that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody get
You
their
throw
checks
3
from the
times
demon.
and your
That's the
PayPal
problem.
gets frozen.
I wish everybody got their checks from the demon. I wish everybody got where their checks at. Okay.
Lord,
Somebody do something about Fit. Look that up, Victor Fiorello.
Oh no.
You writing best of. You need to find
two
out
wrongs
if them
make a right.
artists getting paid. Okay. I just want to say, find out if them artists. Y'all, when you think about donating to Fit, Lamar, I muted you when you said the demon's name, Lamar. That's the only power I have in this
He was trying to secure the bag.
Okay. There's the power that Trump has given me. Thank Trump. Okay. It's the power in the
Hey,
virtual.
you should mute yourself. The fuck you
You're right. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself real quick and then come on.
I'm about to mute
I deserve that.
I'm about to mute all y'all.
All right, this has been another episode of the Zoom disrespecting Franklin like the substitute teacher that he is. Higgins is I'm just sitting here with mad teacher energy right now. I'm like, I'll wait.
You should hold up your hand. Like one. That's one. That's two.
Yep.
It works.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying. Pay. You know what I mean? People paying the ticket fees, huh?
You're right.
Why the artists not get paid? I don't understand. Audience, I know you're out here looking for theaters to donate to. We don't all have to be.
There aren't any.
I mean, I know it's easy to trust a place that begins with the name of the city it's in. I know that
I'm doing this right.
Or a positive adjective.
I feel like this is for after the mic.
I know. Maybe
I had too much
trust a place
Chardonnay.
that starts with the day on which it occurs.
I'm here for this. I'm here.
You know, the Sunday mic. Actually, we don't start
Shots
with
fired?
the day we're on. So
I
I'm
was
just
about to
sorry.
say that.
I don't know our brand, nigga. I'm muting myself again. Frank, I'm sorry.
What you doing,
You know what I
buddy?
mean? People should get paid in the United States. It's problematic not to pay motherfuckers for work in the United States. I don't understand it.
I don't know why you talking all that shit. We need to open up the economy. Stop with the bullshit.
Listen to the Leap podcast.
It's important.
Listen to
that I
the
get
Leap
services.
podcast.
I'm
Ears
muting
didn't even
everybody.
have a treated.
My dad's
We
money
may have
gonna pay
actually
for me to do
turn
things.
that off. You can turn it on again.
Open these stores up.
Wait a minute. Now here's the thing. Y'all gonna have the nerve enough to disrespect me, but then keep my face on speaker view. So niggas can see what I look like being disrespected. Pat, I am requesting mute power privileges right now.
Y'all know what's terrible, Frank? Let me make sure you got your host privileges. What's terrible is I was like, Frank, baby, all I need you to do is mind the time. That's all.
Yo, nigga, I had one job. See, that's how they get you. They tell you what to do it, and they make sure you can't do it, and they fire you like Trump getting rid of all these niggas day by day by day. He getting rid of a new nigga daily, son. Just, all right, we're going to keep this thing. Do I have my host privileges? Wait a minute.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
it.
yep. It's over for you niggas now. Hold on, let me try this. Who I'm going to mute?
I'm going to mute you.
That's fine.
Lamar wearing?
I just want to give a
Who
shout
said
out.
that?
Give a shout out to Lamar. He out here securing the bag. What?
Who said I should mute myself?
He's
You didn't. That's it, man.
He even changed the color of his hand.
I'm crying. You done made me resort to black on black crime. I had to mute. Hold on, I gotta get me at least one white woman. Rachel, you gone. White man, you next. Nah, I ain't gonna fuck with Goran. Goran look like he cry a lot at night. But no, man, we gonna keep this thing moving, man, with your next comic. This next brother, he's another new recruit to what we do here. Good brother, man. He's also a lawyer. He has a brains up there. Yes, he does.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? All right, we'll break the law and then we'll have this nigga meet you in the courthouse. All right, man, get your hands going for Manny Brown.
Hey, wow, that was it's quite a detour we had there, guys. I was about to get Shaylin and tell you guys to shut the fuck up.
Hey, I didn't say fuck up. I just said shut up.
Okay, I was gonna say shut the fuck up. I was gonna blacken it up.
Yeah, you show up with this African American aggression.
Angry ass black man.
Saying shut up to a black man is good as saying fuck your mother.
I do want to say, someone asked how many ribs Daryl has. I've counted. He has a rib for every comedian who's gone up. It's a new one every single time. I don't know. I don't like Daryl. I've been watching you eating ribs, and I don't like the way it makes me feel. I feel I get aroused by it, and I get these weird feelings.
Everybody loves luxury.
It's his only bit.
Daryl doesn't give a fuck what you think about him. He's like, this is a stereotype, and I'm here in your face licking this rib. He doesn't even eat it. He licks it.
Yeah.
He licks the rib. He licks the rib.
You got to make it want to come into your mouth. You know what I mean?
That's
by the way,
makes me uncomfortable.
You gotta talk
it
there
looks.
because I saw you put a spout in your watermelon on your social media.
We can talk about that later.
That wasn't all right. I don't like that.
Hey, look now. I'm a grown man.
Daryl, he does what the fuck he wants.
It was rum in there. It was delicious. In fact, I'm gonna have some more. Anyway,
rum and a rib. That is the blackest shit I have heard.
Talk to
him. Rum and a rib. That shit sounds like it should be a restaurant. Oh, in North Philly.
Rum and rib.
Rum and a rib. Rum and rib. I'm sure that's cultural appropriation now. I've never even done that before. What else is going on? When do y'all think we're going back? My prediction is Frank will have his dreadlocks before we go back.
Hey, I'm working on it. Hey, I'm working on it. God is willing. If the Lord let me see another day.
I know. I feel we won't be back till Frank has his dreadlocks. Let's see what else I have here. I'm just gonna see what's in my phone. What the hell was I talking about? This is just random thoughts. I feel like white people who adopt black kids do it just so they can write a think piece. Just a thought I had. You gotta respect cops and people in the military.
Somebody got this time. Do we have man's time?
Let me finish. You have to respect cops in the military because they have guns, and that's pretty much the reason. They didn't have guns. Could you imagine if they tried to pull you over and they didn't have a gun? It's like, sir, I pulled you over. Do you know why I'm pulling you over? I don't know, officer. I'm sorry. I was speeding. I'm sorry. I was running in your mom's ass, and then you just drive off and you run him over. Fuck you, bitch. You don't have a gun, sir. That's how I feel every time a cop pulls me over. That's how I feel on the inside.
Every time.
So that's I gotta do what I gotta do. I have a mustache. Let's talk about it. It's like I don't know how I feel about it. Like I grew it on Cinco de Mayo, which felt like it was cultural appropriation. It probably was. I don't know. I'm starting to look like my dad. I don't know if I don't really have a punchline for that. It's
you
creepy.
look a little
Like
like
I'm pulling.
actually.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm about to start a. That's what I was going for. Montel. Wait, which one?
Is there Montel Jordan
was,
or Montel Williams?
Is it Montel Jordan or Williams? Because that's an important distinction. I want to look like
Montel Williams.
Jordan.
Montel Jordan had hair.
That's what I thought. I wanted to look like him, and I had a feeling it was Williams.
Montel Williams probably had hair at 1.2.
And just a note to white people at home, you're not Betty. Don't do that comparison with your black friend.
I'm glad we didn't let that go. I'm glad we didn't let that go. That's good.
Live on the line.
That's funny. So
my ancestors were talking.
Woke PSA. That's all I really have. That's been 3 minutes, right?
That's been 3.
That's about it.
Y'all better put your hands together for Manny. It is now, nigga. You already said it. Put your hands together for Manny Brown.
Yeah, Manny. Go on Rate Your Professor and talk about Manny Brown.
Yeah, that's crazy. Manny was talking about how he feels when he runs into the police. And I feel like Manny, minus the foul language when I run into the police, they'd be like, do you know what we pulled you over for? Officer, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure you will inform me. It's like real proper, like Manny. This is nice. Let me go back to, I don't like seeing myself. I want to see everybody. Who else?
Manny said every time I get pulled over, like it happens every Tuesday and Thursday. Like
I mean,
how?
Manny, talk to me.
He black.
What's going on?
I don't know if you knew this.
I mean, it's happened more than other lawyers. I'll tell you that.
How much are y'all getting pulled over though? For real, how much?
Well, now not at all because I'm not driving.
Yeah.
I'm from Virginia. So
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I avoid riding in cars with black men, so I don't really know.
How you know about me then?
That hurt my feelings.
That hurt my feelings because Cat's been in my car about like 2-3 times. I'm like, God damn, what am I?
You ain't got to worry about getting pulled over in Frank's car. You need to worry about the engine blowing up and taking your face off.
First of all, hold up.
This car looks like it's gonna pull you over. It does. It looks more like
the 18-year-old Tonka cars, dog.
First of all, here's the thing. First of all, don't talk about my Crown Victoria.
Crown Vic.
Don't talk about my Crown Vic. Also, my Crown Vic died a couple months ago. She ain't with us no more. You better speak proper about the dead.
She was a wonderful lady. The 60s were really her time. But you know, she made it all the way. She got to see the Eagles win the Super Bowl. That's all she had to
I ain't got nothing for that one. We're gonna keep this one moving. You got that round, nigga. I'm gonna be back though. We got a lot of show left. Y'all ready for y'all next comic, man?
Yeah.
So she's already on the screen, man, with this wonderful red hair. I don't know if this is a bathroom that she's in. We'll find out. We'll let her tell us. Keep our hands going right now. For Tara Hernan.
This is not a bathroom. I'm in my living room. This is a piano. I don't know.
Piano.
Can you play it? Can you play it for us?
No, it's my boyfriend's. I don't know how to play it.
Okay.
But it's my background. Anyway, first of all, I want to say this pandemic, I blame all those motherfuckers who typed out that meme about it being the roaring 20s as their Facebook status. Like, this is your fault. Is this what you wanted? You know what I mean? Also, I would like to blame the people who shared those cat memes, those memes about being jealous of your cats because they don't got to go to work and they get to sleep for 14 hours a day. Are you happy now? You know, you're a fucking cat now. I don't know. Quarantine's getting to me a little bit. It only took, like 9 weeks. In the beginning when everyone was like shaving their head and I like dyed my hair. The other day, I actually had this thought looking in the mirror the other day. I was like, you know what? My hair's not crazy enough. I should get a face tattoo. Like, no, you should not get a face tattoo. Get some like body glitter or like some colored contacts. Like not a fucking face tattoo. Relax. I don't know. I noticed that people have been talking to themselves a lot more in quarantine. Like the other day, my boyfriend downloaded this like music software program, and he was like trying to teach himself how to use it. And I heard himself say to himself, "Give me a minute." And I was like, hold on. Telling your brain not to have another thought until you're done processing the thought you're working on right now? Are you okay? He'll be fine. It's fine. The other day I had energy for the first time in like a week. So I wanted to exercise, but I also felt really motivated to read a book. So I was like, maybe I can read a book while vigorously walking in place. And then I was like, maybe if I do that, I'm going to get motion sickness. So I did neither. And I just laid face down for 14 hours. Because I'm a cat now. I moved to Philly like 12 years ago, and I actually live pretty close to my first house here. So the other day I was like taking a walk, and I was walking down my old block, and I didn't even realize that it was my old block. Like it looks completely different now, you know? And then I got up to my old house, and I didn't even realize it was my old house. Like it's like painted, like completely renovated. Like they have like blinds, you know? And I didn't even recognize that it was my old house, you know? Though like when I lived there, it did say cock and balls on the front, but it doesn't say cock and balls anymore, you know? Like we want our cock and balls back. I don't know. Is that my time? I'd like to stop.
One more time for Tara Hernan and the dick in the balls, y'all. There we go. Woo! Come
So
on.
we're in sets now. I'd like to stop.
I rolled over the wrong way in bed last night and squished one of my balls. So I mean, they really not that all the time. Don't rush to get them.
Welcome to the club, dog.
He said, "Welcome to the club." No, man, you up there? Wait, did your balls turn into one ball yet?
I'm not David James. What the fuck are you talking about? No.
Oh Jesus, no! Not like that.
Frank, what the fuck do you think happens when you turn 30?
I sat on them during the quarantine. That sucked.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought that when you turn 30 as a black man, they just give you a certificate and it's just like, yeah, you made it. That's the luck. The rest of it. But we're gonna keep this thing moving, y'all. One more time for Tara Hernan, everybody. One more time for Tara. Is she still here? Yeah, one more time for her. I'm gonna bring up your next comic. Oh, another new recruit, but this guy is not unfamiliar to the scene at all. He is everywhere, my friend. Like a
With
white
that
brother.
terrible sound. Terrible sound.
Oh, yo, look. One of the best personalities in the city, definitely worst sound system in the tri-state area. Get your hands going. But Jared Little.
I muted him. Sorry. Mute yourself, babe.
Right, Jared.
All right. Okay, here I am.
There you go.
Everybody's probably like, wait, what? He's a recruit? Yeah, I'm a recruit. But here's the thing. I don't got time to think about that. What I got time to think about, guys, is like, first of all, the past few years I've been waging war on these fucking mice, dude. I got fucking mice in my house, dude. They're annoying.
No.
I hate them. But I can't fucking like hate them too much though. Because like last summer though, I left a tab of acid. You guys might have done acid. Everybody's like, yeah, he definitely did acid before. But listen, I left a tab of acid on my counter. And this mouse tried to grab this tab of acid and run to his hole. And I found the fucking tab of acid and there was little bite marks in that shit. And I was like, oh shit, this mouse is like tripping balls in my walls right now, dude. So this mouse, dude, here's the thing. This mouse came into my room afterwards and was just like ran in circles for about 5 minutes straight. So I couldn't kill him though. I could have killed him then. But the problem is now I have his offspring and his offspring have like little traces of acid in them and they can't get caught by any trap at all. Any trap at all. They know like every trap, glue trap, snap trap, fucking any type of trap, they will not. They see the future, the past, the present. They will never ever get caught. But I bought some old school snap traps tonight, and during the show, I caught 2 of them, right? And I saw their corpses, and it brought me great joy because I was like, for 2 years, you and me, mice, my enemies, the bane of my existence. I took 2 of them out tonight, and guess what? I'm gonna take out more during the show. I will not show my victory because I am a fucking gentle and noble and honorable warrior. But listen, don't do drugs. That's what this story's about. Okay.
Yeah,
if you do
what
drugs,
it's about.
if you do drugs, you could be like a mouse, or even worse, like me. You wouldn't want to be like me. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, come on, Darren, everybody.
Listen,
Convinced.
listen.
I am definitely
Listen.
convinced not to do drugs.
I-
Thank you so much. Thank you
The
so much.
worst part is Jared looks like he has a rodent problem. And nigga, take a sip of water. Why do I have to see your saliva, nigga? Take a sip of water.
I'm actually
Take a
really
second,
proud that
stick in
he
that
has
mouth.
like a rat problem and not just a bunch of pet rats. That's the most surprising.
All we know is that his rats are thirsty as shit.
Dude, I was thirsty during that.
Everybody in the house is thirsty. Did y'all want? And then stop drinking the beer. Hydrate. All of us see it.
Some rats want is a glass of water. They leave you alone. Go somewhere else. You just hook us up. Just put a bowl down or something. Dear Lord, it's so hot in here.
Damn, I'm hurt. You guys are hurting my feelings.
Oh no.
Actually, no, it's all right.
Hurt feelings lead to results. Get the mice out your crib.
Hey man,
Go
I'm
to
sorry. I am very sorry.
Live stream talking about a mouse problem with visible saliva. How dare?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Y'all, we gotta move. We gotta move.
Stop.
We gotta move.
I was like, I saw
we
it
gotta-
on the corner. I was like, oh God, is that true? Did that happen? But
Hold
listen, performance. Man. I'm a showman.
Oh, I was gonna mute him. Who muted him?
Wasn't me. It actually wasn't me. But we gotta move, and so does Jared.
Yeah, that was great.
Y'all, I want you to get your hands going for your next comic.
My stomach hurts.
God damn. All right. Next comic. Another one of the guys that's newer to the tour. There we go. Put the spotlight on him. Shine a light on him. My man out here with the Moses.
Marvin Gaye vibes, dog.
My man look like he finna ask somebody what's going on.
What mercy me, sir.
Oh, my face shiny as hell. My face shiny as hell on the spotlight. How shiny my face? Yo, I put lotion on at 3 p.m. It's still shining. 3 p.m. It's still shining. Come on, man.
That cocoa butter's like, what's going on?
Yo, hey, you get this nigga a trench coat, he gonna say, brother, there's far too many of them dying.
I'm going right to the studio right after this, man. Right to the
Spotlight is like, I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go, boy.
Yes.
All right, man. Give it up, man. He's already here. We roasted him. Get y'all hands going right now for Chris Esperance.
Woo.
Yeah, I feel like I can't trust anything we just heard from Jared just because we know he's on acid. And I don't know if you really talk about mice or is it just like dust mites in your apartment? Trust where you're coming from, man. So we were doing comparisons earlier with Manny and Monty. I think Kirk looks like Satoyo when he lived in Africa, just like a young Satoyo before he was broken down by the man. Man, look, they like no sleeves, right? Like they both got no sleeves and everything. Man.
That's prototype Satoyo right there.
Where's he at? Where's Toyo at? Yo, I love how
Toyo went to go make his parts bigger.
Yeah, I love how all the comedians, like all the black comedians, are like, yeah, fuck white people, man. Like, you know, we crossing the street, we give them an attitude, and Shaylin was like, shut up. Oh, you right. Sorry about that. I'm happy to be here, though. Thank you for having me. Yeah, we were talking about, somebody was bringing up cops earlier. The cops fucking came to my house like at 4 a.m. last night, like pounding on my building door. And like, for some reason, they thought I was playing loud music. They like fucking were yelling, like, turn down the fucking music. And they like shine the light in my apartment. We're like flickering the light, getting my attention. My first thought is always like, on a police raid, my biggest fear is like, yo, let me get my pants on. Like, just in case anything goes down. I don't want to be caught out there with my t-shirt, like just barely over my belly button, wearing like blue whitey tighties and a hole in my slipper. Just let me get my pants on. I never done anything smart. I never done anything smart with my pants off. So just like, let me get my mind right. My pants on, and then we can continue this conversation, officer. Just please, just don't disrespect me, okay? That's how I feel about the police. Yo, everybody's been talking about, you know, do we go outside? Do we stay inside? And to me, it's like we talk about the East Coast, West Coast like rivalry. Like there's the inside gang, outside gang. We can go off mute. Who is team inside? Who's like inside gang? Like stay inside. I'm not going outside.
Yeah.
Okay, that's scary. Who's team outside gang?
Whoop whoop. I like being outside.
You be in the middle?
Yeah.
It's one or the other. You got to pick sides. I feel like outside gang, like come outside like nasty. Outside gangs like just cover your nose, mouth, and throat, please. I can't.
Disagree.
Just I'm sprayed up to the face up on this side. Okay, it's everything on this side. Okay, Lysol for all y'all on this side. It's inside game, it's outside game. That's how I feel about games too. Listen, we just trying to stop the germ violence out here. It's really getting scary. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, just try to keep people inside and safe. You look at the numbers. It's just like, why do we do it to each other? Why do we do it?
Time.
That's how I feel about it.
Time.
Yo, time.
Time,
And then said, he's like, what's going on?
yeah, what's going on? Mother.
Yo, I thought people were laughing. I heard time. I was like, yo, they kill. I'm killing it. They loving this.
Yeah, that nigga drunk off laughter.
When have? Never mind.
Oh man, yo, brother. One more time for Chris Esperance.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Chris, the outside gang is the only gang that don't got bandanas. Bow. All right. All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. With your next comic. Oh man, this next comic is great. I'm sorry if you saw my forehead because I was looking down at my list. Somebody said, "Oh wow,
you didn't say that about me." Shoot.
Cecily, I wasn't hosting, was I?
You're right.
Cecily, you amazing. You know this.
Bye.
Cecily, let's not do this in front of everybody. Let's not do this in front of everybody. Cecily.
I'm sorry. Carry on.
All right.
You likes nice cars, Frank. Stop.
Oh man. Well, look. What you mean she like nice? Wait a minute. Hold up, nigga. We're not gonna keep doing this. You're not gonna keep screwing my car because you got 3 floors and 2 decks. All right. First of all, I don't even got the Crown Vic no more. My new car don't even have engine problems or transmission problems, and the air works.
Yes, they keep the buses running very nicely. I get that.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So, all right. You got me with the car shit tonight. That's all right. We all have an off week. It's all right. You know, I'm gonna get you.
Hey, it's my wife's car. I'm not even going like I'm better. It's fine. Hey.
I mean, hey, nigga, still better than the bus. Hey man, but we gonna keep this thing rolling with your next comment because we are just being tardy. We are all behind on time. But get your hands going right now. Are they there? Are they there? Can we get the spotlight on them? Can we get the spotlight on them?
Oh.
Did they disappear? Oh, there they are. There they is. Hey man, get your hands going right now for Danny right there.
Woo!
Hey
Yeah,
guys.
Danny.
So I too have been having a mouse problem. I live on a block that's basically like all restaurants, and all of their displaced little fucking mice are coming here because now we have food and the restaurants don't have food, and they're kind of cute, which they're kind of cute, but I have my own personal pest control system.
Oh yeah.
Say hello. This is Henry David Thoreau. And
great name.
He has successfully killed a number of mice in front of me now, and
The
it
goodest of
comforts
boys.
me to know that no matter how slow and hilarious their deaths were, the last thought that those mice had was, "Oh." Problem I've been having, I'm eating way too much junk food, not feeling great. I'm trying to do something to combat that. I went on the keto diet. I was gonna just not eat because it's easier and less expensive, but there's such a stigma on that. Like, when are we gonna stop calling eating disorders and just call them diets that work?
Ha. Ha.
I do still get along with my husband, which is cool. I can talk to him comfortably about most things. Usually we just sit, watch TV. And the other night I just looked over at him and just said, "So which one of us do you think's gonna die first?" I feel like that means I have a healthy marriage. We when this all started about 2 months ago, we ordered a bidet attachment for our toilet, and I've decided that finally installing it is going to be the next project I undertake, and it's about time because I've been done with toilet paper for a while. Because think about this, even before this whole toilet paper craze, it was really just the dumbest invention ever, because if you got human shit on literally any other part of your body, wipe it off with paper would not be number one on your list of how to remove. So
that's good.
Get installed the day. Buy my book, it's 99 cents. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Yeah, buy that book.
One more time for Danny right there, everybody.
Yeah. Down here.
We're gonna keep this thing moving with your next comic. Friend of the room. He is on the team here. Prettiest comic in Philadelphia. Also, side. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that. He gets
you better put that talk away for
Justin
some
Bieber flip.
Hey, there you go. He out here.
You better go on.
I'm gonna say this much before I bring him up. This next comic is the only man I've ever seen wear a choker, and after seeing him, I was like, you know what? I think I might have to go do that. I think I'm with this. So get your hands going right now for my friend Liam Paris.
Hey. Yes, it is so hard to be the prettiest person on every Zoom call I am in. I feel like we have a really good thing going here. Because on one end there's Daryl essentially eating ribs, and on the other end I've been eating flaming hot Cheetos with chopsticks all night. So we're getting the whole spectrum here. It's been good.
Yeah, I'm a lot more sexy than that.
Agreed. And you are the most sexy, of course.
I think it's real.
Stop talking to me like that with that joke on. You better stop playing.
Sorry.
Hey, look now. I done choked before.
I'm gonna try something that we haven't done all night. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna see how this goes. We'll see what happens. Okay, can we all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, this is incredible.
He got some business up there.
Boy's trying to order ass.
I'm wondering what this looks like, but I wanted to do this. I wanted to show you. Have y'all seen this meme? It's this meme about body language and posture. This person is like drawing lines on men's body language, and whenever they don't hold a straight line, it's supposed to be like a sign of weakness or negativity.
Yes, it's very hard to be straight.
Yeah. True. So, you know, it's like, this is bad. Like, this man is like leaned to the left, so the woman thinks he's weak. But then like here you've got something good where Ethan Hawke is in a straight line. So this woman feels safe, apparently. So I took some pictures of myself to try and figure out like what my posture showed. And unfortunately, it's not not good because I'm currently in a relationship with my plunger, and there's a man. Okay, well, that was fun to share my screen. Gonna stop sharing it now. We're back here. I didn't break anything. Wow, the power of technology. What else do I want to talk about? Okay. I need you all to do this for me. If I get COVID, you have to get Pray for Paris trending again.
I like that.
Man.
Get it on back.
already done.
Hell yeah. Pray for me. Anytime. Oh, I'm supposed to be timing myself, aren't I?
Oops.
Pray for Paris. Pray for Paris. Timer. I'm good. What else I want to talk about? Okay, I'll do some impressions for you, and then we'll call it a night. All right.
Time, right? That's what you're supposed to say.
You want to do this joke or no?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, here's my impression of mild depression. Okay, here's my impression of mild depression.
Your face.
Jeez. I'm sad. Okay, so that was my mild depression. All right, now here's my impression of seasonal depression. Okay, this is my impression of seasonal depression. Jeez. I'm sad, and it's the winter. Now here's my impression of clinical depression. My impression of clinical depression.
Oh, I'm concerned, but it was funny.
Unfortunately, I gotta laugh.
That's that's it.
Hey! Come on, time for Little Paris, everybody. He went from
should just go ahead and pray for Paris now.
Pray for him, y'all.
Give it up.
That choker's not tight enough for real depression. That was a joke that I just came up with. That is a terrible joke to make. But it made me laugh when I thought about it. And I'm still proud that I said it. But, you know, there's a national hotline if you're in trouble.
Y'all, one more time for Liam Paris. He went from choker to joker right before our eyes.
There are people on screen visibly not clapping. It makes my heart sad. Angry. I was dishonest when I said
Let's try it again. Let's try it
Hold
again.
your hands up here.
One more time. And if you don't clap, I'm going to kick your ass out. One more time for Liam Paris. There you go.
I'm a wooer. I like to woo. I never clap.
That Juicy, what's going on, baby? What's going on, bro? You doing good? You gonna act like you don't hear me?
He acting like he don't hear me now.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, Jared. Oh man, it's a wrap. That service is it's over for that. We go.
There he is.
There he is. Somebody
I heard you though.
You heard me? Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I got you. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Wow. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yep, nigga, don't ever let me. Yo, if you think Trump is bad, don't ever vote for me, nigga. We're gonna get this thing.
That is a soundbite. That's a soundbite. We got it.
Way more of a chance than you do. I think we all knew that. That's part of the problem.
Y'all, we're gonna keep this thing moving with your next comic. I hope I pronounced the name right. Oh, there we go. There she is. Y'all, get y'all hands going right now for Jamie Wheeler.
Hey, I missed you guys. Earlier we were talking about how everyone's mental state is. I cut my own hair for the first time. I cut bangs. So that's kind of an insight into my mental state right now. I look like early Andy Samberg, like before he found himself. I'm really walking around like this. Like there's no going back now. One of my friends hit me up and was like, "You're part of the McBang gang now." And I was like, "I don't know if I wanted to be part of that." But here I am. I don't know if I've lurked enough of these. I think it's probably safe to say I can't make any coronavirus jokes.
Man, go ahead.
But I mean, not a lot of people know this, but I mean, I have an autoimmune disorder, so I'm one of those people no one gives a shit about, the immune compromise. That's cool. That's cool. I know coronavirus isn't going to get me though, because the devil isn't finished with me yet. It's not done. There's more to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's been a rough quarantine for me. Some of my friends have been like, "Oh, why don't you just get some R&R?" They're in a different socioeconomic class. R&R for me is ramen noodles and responsibilities. The other day I did go out though. I went as a purveyor of fine foods. I went to an essential business to buy a product called a trash dog, which is just kind of a hot dog with everything on it. I'm into it. I'm into it. Due to my tiredness, I referred to it as a garbage dog and very deeply offended the man working there. So I'm sorry about that. I really am. My social interactions have not been good lately. So today, yeah, I broke my toilet and I super glued my hair and a lot of my face. So that's right. I do physical comedy too. I am a full service clown. That's my vibe now. So I'm done. This is it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. One more time for Jamie Wiener, everybody. Jamie D. Wiener. Y'all, give a round of applause to yourselves, for those that are on the Zoom with us, and everybody at home watching on Facebook. I'm serious, give yourselves a round of applause. And the reason I'm saying that is because we have reached our final comic of the evening. Are y'all ready for the final comic of this evening? That's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Come on with it. This dude has been in here week in, week out. He's been supporting. He's been donating. He's been doing all of it. This is a comic, man. This is a comic. This nigga's setting the bar high in terms of being, with us and supporting us during this time.
Winding.
Yeah,
You're running out of words. Frank Punch Drunk.
Man.
This is a guy.
He's got all the words with the jokes. You know he's here.
So if I can be real, all right. Look, if I can be real, I've had to go pee since Manny. So I'm about to explode. But with that being said, get your hands going for the final comic of this evening. Bless God. Sam Benson, everybody.
Come on.
Hey, everybody. Frank, I'll try to make this short and sweet so you can go tinkle.
Should make it long so he can pee now.
You know, so like I feel bad for all the plans, like people's plans are getting canceled, you know, like trips and weddings and stuff like that. Like I feel bad, like I sympathize. You know, I'm used to like the plans I had in my head, you know, not going the way like I thought. You know, like I planned in my 20s to not deal with acne in my 30s, but here I am. But you know, my roommates, they're planning their wedding. You know, it's coming up. It'll be in the fall, and I finally got to the point of their planning of what I like, them getting the registry set, because this is stuff that I'll get to enjoy when they get it in the fall. It's like, man, every little thing they're adding to the registry, it's like, this might add me a month in this house. You know, a blender, some new wine glasses, new dish rack. Whew, living on easy street. And you know, but another thing is like, I know when they get better stuff, when I move out, I'm gonna get their older, not as good stuff, and it's just gonna save me awkward conversations on Facebook Marketplace, like looking for a good nonstick frying pan. So but like I feel like I don't need more things, because like I think I'm gonna be a hoarder when I'm like 30 years from now. Just because like I've always had a messy room. And you know, it's just like my room's full of clothes I don't wear, books I don't read, and delinquency notices I don't open. And you know, but like hoarding in 30 years, it's not going to be like the hoarding that you see on like TLC and stuff like that. You know, it's not going to be knickknacks in old newspapers. It's going to be all digital. It's going to be a lot of digital stuff like TikToks, Instagram stories, Snapchats, memes, stuff like that. You know, it's just like my family's going to be like trying to declutter, and it's just going to be me being in hysterics trying to, you know, while they go through the 300 gifts that I've saved to the cloud. That's all I kind of wanted to say today. Thank you so much for having me as always. That's my time. Thank you.
Damn.
Y'all, we did it. We
Wow.
did it. One more time for Sam Bands, everybody. One more time for Sam Bands. And for all the comics you've seen this evening. One more time for all the comics you've seen this evening. All of them who are still here with us: Shaylin Forshee, Not Bowie, Chris Esperance, Brandon Gorin, Cecily the Great, Liam Paris, Manny Brown, Jamie D. Wiener, Danny Rydell, Daryl Charles, Dave Feinberg, Sam Bandsner, Rachel Fagletto, God damn it, Captain
Kurt Griffith.
Kurt Griffith. You gotta change your name. And Jared Little. Guys, I've been your host, Frank D. Nublett. That has been Sucks to Be Quarantined.
Did you say Cat Mosley? I don't think you said Cat Mosley. I swear to God, I will remove you. My meaning. I just knew this nigga was gonna say my name. I cursed this nigga out on the live stream. Oh. You lucky it's after midnight, nigga. I got no energy.
Let me introduce our host. Our host. On our hosting team as well, we have the wonderful Cat Mosley. We also have Liam Paris. Where's Dave? Dave is down there doing some dumb shit. I have been Frank D. Nublett. Y'all, I gotta go pee. So if I can leave this over to one of the niggas who also work here, y'all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much.
Oh man,
we did everything to derail Frank's time, y'all. Clap it up for Frank. That was
it went
what a workout. I'll be back. Hold on.
If I had external genitals, I would have gone under the desk a long time ago. I'll tell y'all that. If I had external,
it's not as easy as you think it is.
I would have a full bladder. Really?
Nah, because you have to pay attention.
Yeah, ruin your
shit. I thought you just wow.
You can't just
imagine paying
into
attention
the top of a bottle
when you pee.
Wait, it has to go inside the bottle?
No, you have to aim it. But have you ever just turned a hose on? You ever just turned a hose on?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you aim it before you turn it on. I mean, I know what it's like to have a hose. I mean, but you put it where you want it to go, then you turn it on, so it doesn't
You hold it in place so the stream is consistent. If you just let it go, You
But
talking
what
about a
if you
sprinkler
just
system?
put it
This
on
is
That's
not
not
good.
hard. That's not
What if you
hard.
just,
to
like-
do.
assumed that Kat was talking and aiming it first. Like,
yeah,
because you would obviously aim it into the bottle. You would point it in the bottle and then you would go.
Well, how was
like
y'all
you would have
peeing?
hosed.
I thought
Daryl's trying to brag
I'm
and say he has
thinking
a big
about doing
hole.
it while driving. I wasn't really thinking
I
about.
thought about
The only
doing it
time
while
I've ever had to pee
driving.
in a bottle was while I was driving.
We're a little too drunk right now to discuss how to piss in a bottle.
I've never been
I
static.
thought about peeing my pants while driving. I mean, that's like.
No,
If I was standing in one spot, I would never pee in a bottle.
What it is every time, not every time, but in my experience, when I say something about external genitals, a man is like, it's harder than you think. It's hard. It's hard.
Because your voice is nice. It's because you say it nicely.
All right.
You say it too slowly. Whenever I think about using
Did you wash your
external
hands, Frank?
genitals.
Of course I wash my hands.
Hey, look, it's harder than you think.
Yeah,
That's
wash
what I was telling you.
Hey, it's crazy. I went to the bathroom and somehow my forehead magically got dry. Ain't that wonderful? By the way, I was lying about the show being over, nigga. That was a pee break. We getting ready for third half. We got about 57 more times.
Third half.
That's my
third
later.
half. Those were the days.
That was fun.
Who's on?
Yeah.
People.
This is early for the live room days. Okay, so one more time, audience, because I think that there are like 10 or so of you out, and an audience that's watching us at other points in time. If you're watching this video, this happens with effort and with intention and with the dedication that only a team of incredible artists can bring. These people are here on a voluntary basis. There's no risk of losing income or anything like that. These people are here because they're dedicated. Jared, my mouth is starting to feel like yours. Look, I'm thirsty. Go ahead and get this.
Sip that water.
Let me get somebody get his boy a piece of gum or something.
Man.
Y'all, it's paypal.me/sucks no K at Fergie's. paypal.me/sucks at Fergie's. Y'all get whatever amount you can give to support this team, the subscriptions, and all the labor that it takes to get this job done. And we want to pay the talent that shows up for us week in and week out to keep the show lively and energetic and engaging for you. So come out. Remember, grass, y'all suck, humans. Do better and give. To Sucks at Fergie.
Kat, if I may jump in after you, if we can we all actually, Facebook people at home and us, can we give a round of applause to Kat Mosley on some real shit, y'all? Clap it up.
Trying to make up
Mosley a genius.
Yeah, no, man, I gotta make it up though. I do because dead ass though, Kat is like one of the ones, if not the person that does the most work around this. I've come out and said it before. If it was up to me, none of you niggas would be here. The way this quarantine is looking, man, I'd be chilling. Like Daryl,
In all honesty,
not
if it
with
wasn't
my
for Kat, I
ribs,
wouldn't
it
be
would be
here.
with fish, because I'm trying to live right. But no, on the real, y'all give it up for Kat. She really is holding it down. But not just us, but you know, comedy here in the city, everything. So we definitely got to make sure to give her props.
Thank
Kat Mosley is a genius.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, get those t-shirts made.
I know, Nick. I thought maybe you would get them made to impress me. Look at you, Nick. You ain't
I'm getting them
Jared.
made. I'm getting them made. I'm not trying to get kicked out. You try to kick me out, but listen, I'm gonna get them made.
I don't even have to kick you out, man. The demons got you. The demons.
I'm walking towards the light, Kat.
Oh God.
It doesn't look that way,
I
right?
hope it's the light on your fucking router so you can get your service together.
Nigga, restart, unbend the paperclip, and go in and hard reset that shit.
Daryl,
Get the demons out.
Daryl look like he reading some Trump news that's not making him happy at all.
No, that's just my reading face.
Oh man, that's
I got rest and read face. No, it's fine. I was looking.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
I have that.
You got
Daryl,
reading, you got reading bitch face.
Daryl looks like a peanut.
I look like a peanut? Did you say I look like a peanut?
No, a painting. A painting.
A painting.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right.
compliment.
Thanks.
The light.
Yeah.
You have great light.
It's a lamp that's right in my eyes. But thank you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know where this is going.
This
I don't know where it's going.
conversation-
Like I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Like
Never, ever, never follow the conversation of a man who feeds LSD to rodents. You can't do this. You can't. I told you what type of person he is. You
I don't
cannot
feed
let
it to him. It's in my pee, and I pee on the ground. There's
Maya
nothing
Angelou-
else I can say about it.
Maya Angelou said it best: when somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe them.
I want to say this about Jared real quick. I like him a lot, but also if I found out he didn't pass the Turing test, I wouldn't be surprised. Like everyone were like, "Oh fuck, that dude's a robot. That dude's that's a very impressive robot."
If there was ever a person who was just going to randomly exclaim that they like Jared, it would be Brandon. I think we all know that guys who would, apropos of nothing, he just wakes up in the morning like, I like Jared. That's a good guy.
Yeah, he seems fine.
He does seem fine. I'm not saying that he doesn't.
Like we work,
Listen.
like I've worked with some real scumbags, and I think he's not on that list, and that's impressive.
Damn. But first of all, dude, listen.
It's waiting.
No, but here's the thing. If I was a robot, I would be a poorly built robot. You know?
Man,
Come
your
on, I'll be
punchline
like-
got stolen by demons. What kind of robot would you be? This is what I'm talking.
No, but I'm saying like a robot's like a sophisticated machine. Nothing about my body says sophisticated machine. You know?
Maybe except for them sideburns and that mustache, maybe.
Frank, you want this one day.
He looks like Ron Jeremy got a haircut. We know what he looks like. What are you talking about? Sophisticated.
Jeremy, I'm a heel.
There's serious hedgehog vibes. Yeah.
All right, we could go ahead and close out this riveting conversation led by our friend Dr. LSD himself, Jared Little.
All right, I'm gonna turn it off. Thank you so much again, everybody.
Bye, guys. Be safe out there. World's stupid.
Good night.